Good morning, everybody. Good morning. God, I look bedraggled, don't I? I look absolutely shocking. Morning, everyone. Hello. Sorry, once again, this is actually 5 minutes late starting. I was faffing today, as you can probably guess. Because let's aim that so it's not directly in my eyes this morning. You're going to sit there? Is it going to fall over? It's going to want to fall over. Right, never mind. We are on the stream. Good morning, everybody. We have somebody watching. It looks like we've got a couple of people watching. As you're coming in, please do say hello. I don't bite unless you pay extra. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Make sure I've got the Hocus Pocus t-shirt in shots. And then make sure I am doing various things. God, I'm so tired this morning. It's been a week. It has been a week, everybody. How are you all doing? Let's get the logo on screen. That helps with branding and such like and things like that and ting. So yes, hello, everybody. Oh, gosh. I do hope you're all well. This morning is going to be one of those mornings. It really is. I don't know why everything's looking so blown out. Maybe if I just turn that light off. Oh, that helps. That helps then. There we go. Oh, gosh. If you are here on the live stream, do please come and say hello. Let's sit in my hair. I can't work out which side it is. Do you know what? I fell asleep on the sofa. This is why I look so bedraggled. I fell asleep on the sofa. I woke up at 10 o'clock. And boy, have I been like just on a go slow this morning. Good morning, little Cobra. How are you, my darling? I do hope you are well. Hello. Yeah, we had a hectic day and a half yesterday. We were doing a bunch of things. It was very busy, and I was filming a video, which is going to be for. In fact, I think I've got 2 videos out of yesterday's footage, which is really good because it will be for both channels and they will be being released on Friday as part of a project with Mr. Beast. I know, right? I know, Mr. Beast, the multi-million giving away. I mean, it's not, I'm not getting money for it, unfortunately, but you know, at least that would be, I mean, it would be good if I could, you know what I mean? Could you imagine? Hey, Mr. Beast, I'll work on this project and do some stuff with you. I'm just trying to get my sizing. There we go. I'll do some stuff with you, but you know, give me some wonga, give me some money. But no, it's not nothing like that, unfortunately. But yes, so today has been already this morning. It's been a little bit stressful just getting myself onto the stream. Oh, do you know, technology. I'm good with this stuff, aren't I? I really am good with this stuff. We've got Cal100, good morning. Sorry if you're being quiet, just folding some laundry, little Cobra. No problem at all. Cal100, you love the podcast. Thank you so much. I was going to talk about that a little bit. Yes, there's a new podcast. It's going to be every month on the last Wednesday of every month over on the Witchy channel. It's called Witchy Wednesday with, and I have finally roped in my amazing friend Neil from the Necronomicon zine. I finally got him to come on stream with me on actual streams on camera. Right, I've just realized as well, I don't have all my thingies up on the YouTubes, so bear with me, everybody. I will just quickly go into the back room, no, into the back office, into the back screen, into the other stuff, into the background, into the thick of it, into the thick of it. I'm not doing that. We're traipsing through, and then she continues to do that exact thing. Through the woods, we go, or something. I don't know it, right? All I know, because I've been so busy with other stuff, I have not been on TikTok for an absolute age. I have not been on TikTok, but Rufus still goes on, and so I keep seeing. Oh my God! Hello, Deej. How are you? It's been a hell of a long time. You're all right, my friend. So yeah, I have not been on TikTok for so long, but Rufus goes on and he'll be like, watching something, and then I just hear traits into the thick of it. I just can't. I can't. It does my noodling. It really does my noodling because I don't know what it's from, and so I've got no term of reference, and so I just hear this really annoying song, and then it's like, right, yeah, that's annoying. Right, where's my blooming? Hang on, sorry everyone. I'm trying to get there. It is. I was trying to get the bit where I can turn slow mode on and subscriber mode on. Subscribers mode is now on. So, and then slow mode is now, oh, come on, fingers. Slow mode is now on as well. Hurrah! There we go. And I'm experimenting with Nightbot today. So, there's a whole bunch of stuff. You're just passing time before your big day today. What's your big day today, Deej? If it's anything that you've mentioned ever on Facebook, I'm literally not on Facebook anymore. I go on probably. Oh, when was the last time I actually scrolled? I think probably a week ago is the last time I actually scrolled because I deleted a whole bunch of people and I was like, goodbye. But we are streaming live on the Facebook because I am trying to get back to that. The more that I streamline my Facebook, the better it is. So yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, I needed this coffee, I'm telling you. I needed this coffee. So it has been hectic. It has been hectic. So we went to Hartlepool yesterday. I know, right? Did a little bit of filming. We went there to see a buddy of Rufus's, and we ended up going and doing a little bit of filming for this Mr. Beast video that will be coming up on both of my channels. So this one and Beyond Authentic, the Witchy channel, they will be on Friday at 1:00. So yeah, that's tomorrow, and I haven't edited them yet. Bugger. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. So then, everybody, we are going to put some makeup on today. I am going to do my makeup. I do have various items here. I've got a whole bag full. Of eyeshadow palettes for, shits and gigs. So there we go. That is the eyeshadow. Ugh, there's a lot of eyeshadow in there. So we're going to whittle it down as we go along on today's stream. I don't think it's going to be a 3-hour one this time. That was a little bit hectic. I'm still waiting, Deej. What's the big day? Is it your birthday? Are you getting married? Are you having a baby? I don't know. It could be almost anything. Are you starting a new job? Yeah, let me know down in the comments for you, and I'll obviously in the live stream. That's what I'm trying to say. I haven't even woken up yet. So yes. So we are going to be talking about Slimming World and what happened yesterday at Slimming World. There was an incident last night. So I will be talking about that, and yeah, all of that. I'll be talking about it. It wasn't good. There was an incident. So yeah. Anywho, how are you all doing? Let's do. Oh gosh. Let me do this bit first. Where is it? How are you doing? How is everybody? If you're watching this on the live stream and if you're on the replay, just let me know how you're doing. Like, are you having a good week? Are you having a bad week? Has your mental health kicked your backside this week? Like, how have you actually been going on? Because it is really important that we do talk about, like, in general, how we're coping with stuff. Because, it's been a bit of a crazy couple of years, hasn't it, really? It really has been a crazy couple of years. So, yeah, let us know down in the comment section how everybody's doing. Little Cobra, folding your laundry. Cal, what are you up to this morning, my friend? Let me know. Let me know what people are up to today. I'm going to crack on with some makeup. Now, I do need to do... I've just realised my sponge is going to be dry. okay, we're going to use a dry sponge. We're just going to have to use a dry sponge because I haven't got any water that isn't micellar water. So there we go, dry sponge. That's what we're going to do today. I am going to go ahead and do my usual kind of skincare bits. Is that the exfoliator? No, this is a primer. Now, I didn't like that when I tried it the other day. This is the Monia Skin primer. I really wasn't a fan of it. Into the thick of it. Oh, that song is going to be stuck in my head now. You do realise that is going to be all day. We're traipsing through the woods. On we go. That, and you know what? It was yesterday, all last night. All I had in my head yesterday was, I am your buddy. What was it? I am your buddy and your best friend, more than your buddy. Oh, I can't remember the song now. It was on a loop, but it's from the new Chucky film, the Child's Play remake film, which is, it's a fine film. It isn't Chucky, obviously, because the character is called Buddy. It isn't named Chucky, and it is a different character based on the same property. But I am your buddy and your best friend, more than your buddy. No, I am your buddy and I'm your friend. I think it is. More than your buddy, I'm your best friend. Something until the end or dead. I can't remember, and I'm trying to force it. And my poor ADDH brain is not good. You couldn't comment for 5 minutes. Why not? Did you get banned? Oh, because I put subscriber mode on. Jesus, sorry, Deej. I didn't realize that was. I didn't realize that was doing that. Oh, well, there we go. You learn something new every day. I didn't know it because you weren't subscribed. That's why. Oh, gosh. Right, hang on. Let me move my fan. My fan's getting in the way. So, yes. What were you up to then, Deej? What's the big day? Because I wasn't a subscriber. And now you saw the truth. Now you're a subscriber. Oh, I need to do something with that. I need to turn that into a thing. So, yes. Oh, I'm so tired, everyone. I am literally like, oh, my God, I'm so tired. And I've got to film today and everything, and I'm so tired. But it's fine. I'm drinking my coffee. I'll drink this one. I've got a backup coffee on the go already as well. So, yeah. I know, right? This is the exciting content you come to this channel for. But we are going to talk about Simi World. We are going to talk about weight loss in general, mental health today. I might talk a little bit more about... no, I don't think I can, actually. You're getting married today. Oh, Deej, congratulations. Get down, you. No, get down. Get down. Ruby, get down. Do I need to use like, bad mummy voice? Do I? Right, both of you, get down. And then they do their eyes where they're like, That's so cool. I'm really happy for you. Look at that. So yay, DJ's getting married. You're getting married later today. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. I don't know what the bells do. Yay, that's so cool, Deej. I don't even know who you're marrying or anything. I am so far behind on the Facebook thing. I really, really am. But yay! Oh, I wish you both like huge happiness. I really do. I wish you so much happiness and so much joy, my darling. I really, really, really do. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, you see, we've just had our 6-year anniversary of like getting together, and he has put a ring on it. I've got the ring on it. That lovely tanzanite and diamond engagement ring. That is kind of, look at the flash there when it hits. Look at this. Look at it. Oh, nice. Where was the flash? Because it flashes pink. It's got like hot pink in it as well because it's tanzanite. based on Diana's engagement ring, but obviously hers was like that big in a sapphire or something. You're lucky you get to marry your best friend. Oh, my darling, that is the best way you can do it. That is the absolute best way you can do it. It really is. Will you two try and stop eating each other, please? Oi, stop trying to eat each other. Thank you. Yeah, that's how I feel whenever we end up doing that. But we're in no rush. As I say, we've been together 6 years now, so there's like if he was going to do anything and bugger off, he'd have done it by now. He's not sick of me yet after 6 years. You know what I mean? I think I've got a keeper here, so there's no rush for us to get married at the moment. But you know, more than happy. I am so happy for you. I really am. I am literally made up, Deej. I really am. So are you going on a honeymoon? Like, can you even have honeymoons in COVID times? I don't know how any of that works. Shit, can you have a wedding? Like how many people can you have at your wedding? Are there still restrictions on that? Do you have to like socially distance people? I could not imagine trying to plan a wedding under the pandemic. I could not imagine that. I mean, it's stressful enough doing that sort of thing in the before times, but I could absolutely never imagine doing that during these days. I just could not. Oh, so you're having a chill out. So when do you actually like, when do you have to be at the church or the registry office or the garden or whatever it is? You're off to Scotland. Oh, and no restrictions on weddings now. Oh, cool. Oh, I love Scotland. Oh, it sounds amazing. Have an amazing time. So when's the wedding? When is it? Are you streaming it on the Facebook, the YouTube? Have you got a sponsorship deal for Twitch? Are you, all of those social media things that is so important these days? You can't do anything unless it's sponsored. She says never having had a sponsored anything in her life. Oh no, I've had a couple of videos that have been collabs with companies. I am really made up for you, my darling. I really, really, really am. Yay, everybody. So in honor of DJ getting married, can we please have some, I think there are bell emojis. Can we have some bell emojis in the chat, please? But I have changed Nightbot now, so you can put up to 10 emojis in the chat. But if you put 11, Nightbot will get sassy with you. So can we flood the chat? I can't do it. Can I do it from here? How do I get emojis on here? I don't think I can because there's a silly little typing screen. 4 p.m. today, and no, you're not streaming. I know, could you imagine? Hold on, Vicar, we're just going to a commercial break. I love and honor. I promise to love, honor, and obey. And if you want to know the rest of the vows, stay tuned after this quick word from our sponsor. That would be so cool. I bet people do that. I absolutely bet people do that. If you're watching this on the Facebooks as well, then yeah, go ahead and put bell emojis into the Facebook as well. And if you're watching this on replay, use the bell emoji today to let us know that you are watching in honor of DJ Baker's wedding. Oh, that is so cool. 4 p.m. You're getting married in the afternoon. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. Something and something. Then off to Scotland. But get you to the place on time. I don't know. Like, I start these things and then my brain just like, meh. But no, I am, I can't tell you how happy I am for you. That is so cool. I love weddings. The only thing better than a wedding is a baby. That's the only thing in my thing better than a wedding. Because a wedding is great, but it's expensive and you've got to pay for it yourself. I mean, all right, babies are expensive as well. Babies are probably more expensive than weddings over the course of their life. But, with a wedding, you kind of feel like it should be a surprise birthday party, like a surprise wedding. That's what I want. I want a surprise wedding, right? I want it to be where other people have arranged it, and it's everything that I want, though. So, like, none of this "don't tell the bride" bollocks. Absolutely not. I want one of these weddings, right, where somebody else arranges it, does all the work, but then I turn up on the day thinking I'm going to this lovely like spa day thing. And we have the spa day on like the Friday, and on the Saturday there's just this amazing dress. And they're like, oh, hi Lisa, here's your makeup and hair team, here's your glam squad, here's the dress. And I'm like, what? Oh, by the way, we're getting married, everything is arranged, this is what you've always wanted, and it's here. That's what I want, because then somebody else is paying for it. What I don't want to do is have to arrange something, spend months and months and months of planning, and then literally go broke in the process of trying to arrange a wedding. No, thank you. No, thank you. But I did say, if I was ever to get married, and like eventually we probably will, eventually, I guess I say no rush, eventually, like, I don't know whether I want, like, I don't think I want a church because I'm not religious. I know I want a hand fasting at some point. That is something I definitely want, and I know where and how that would be done and who would officiate it. I've got all of that planned. So if you don't know, hand fasting is like a pagan wedding. It's a pagan ritual for a wedding ceremony, basically. So yeah, that's what I would want. And then I think I would want just a good old party, like a good old nosh up. You've been planning it for 2 years, and how many years have you been saving? See, I could not imagine, I could not imagine planning it and then not knowing whether or not you're going to be able to have more than 3 people. Like, can we have 3 people at our wedding? Can we have 50 people? Is the venue going to be open? Are we going to, are people going to need to have a vaccine passport in order to get through to the, could not imagine how stressful that's been for you. I really couldn't. But well done, you're doing it. Yay! But no, I do think, for me, it would have to be like either really, really low key. I'm funny because I either want, right, for my wedding, I either want a hippie wedding, which would just be like, bring a picnic basket or like, I had this idea once of doing a summer wedding on summer solstice and having like, every table is actually a picnic blanket, but you pre-plan your tables, right, of like 6 people or 8 people or whatever it is, and every table has a picnic hamper which has got all the food in, like a bottle of or a couple of bottles of bubbly, some little nibbly things, and a blanket. And the whole thing is that literally as your guests turn up, whoever the first one is, you go, there you are picnic blanket 4, and then you have this like either a grid or you just have like numbers on the blankets, and people put the blankets down where they want, and in the picnic basket is all the food, the drink, and it's just a chilled out, and people can just sit outside and have a little party. And that would be my ideal. That would be my ideal, with a few chairs and things for people that have got some mobility issues or something like that, like, or bean bags, just a proper summer picnic hippie kind of vibe. Or I want, St. Paul's Cathedral with the full-on, the funeral march that takes like 15 minutes because you've got so long to walk up the aisle. And I want a Princess Diana train, and I want, a full choir of castratos singing at me, and I want, the full glam squad and getting out of the Rolls Royce Silver Ghost. All of that. It's either one or the other, So one is like, one is the reality, and the other one is if I ever won the lottery. That's kind of what I would end up with, I think. But yeah, and it's literally like destination weddings, all of that. No, that just seems a complete faff to me. But it would either be, that's what I think. That's literally what I would want. Hand fasting, followed by, we'll go off the next day and do the official paperwork, or would have done it the day before, whatever. But a hand fasting and picnic, or full like 7-car like thingy, what's it called, where you get the what's it called, convoy, like a 7-car convoy, Rolls Royce Silver Ghost, like designer. I mean, obviously at that point I'd have been on Slimming World for a while, so I'd have lost a lot of weight. In my fantasy, right, Slimming World, like tiny little waisted dress, like corseted to the nines. Get out of the car, instant glam squad, fix your hair, everything ready, everything kind of all like, that's what I want. Or down and dirty hand fasting and picnic. You've had to arrange 2 weddings to spread the cost. It's the small, close family and friends today at the Civic Hall. Then Sunday, we basically get married again with a big fort. Oh, my God. How does that spread the cost? Because then you've got 2. What? How does that work? How does that work? Because you'll literally be. I couldn't even arrange 1, let alone 2. Jesus, good Lord. Wow. I mean, happy wedding day for today, and happy celebration of the wedding and repeat wedding and do over on the Sunday. I mean, at least you've got a second chance. So if things mess up today, if you say the wrong name, could you imagine doing a Princess Diana and getting the name around the wrong way? Or what was it? Ross in Friends, I take you. Yeah. Oh, that'd be so funny. Oh, DJ, I dare you. Not for today's one, but on Sunday when you do your vows. And I take you, Rachel. Everybody would be like, what? That would be funny. That would be really funny. Oh my God. Oh, it costs a fortune to have a registrar to come to the hotel. Oh, yeah. You see, this is why I do a hand fasting. I already know who would do the ceremony. I know exactly when it would be. It would be part of a pagan camp, and I know exactly how I would want it to go. And then a big old picnic piss up afterwards. That's what I would want, or the full St Paul's Cathedral, and nothing in between. Like it couldn't be Leeds Cathedral or Ripon Cathedral or anything like that. No. St Paul's or picnic. I mean, bear in mind, right? Have you noticed throughout this whole discussion, what Rufus wants for the wedding hasn't even come up? I mean, it would obviously, like it would be, but he would just be like, "Whatever makes you happy, dear. Happy wife, happy life." That's exactly what he would say. In fact, that would be like emblazoned on the cake: "Happy wife, happy life." Like 2-layer big cake. Oh Christ! Oh, you're actually getting me thinking about a wedding. I mean, Jesus, that's nothing that I could not imagine us doing that. Not for a good few years. No, not for a good few years. It'll be fun, but I am really made up for you. Anyway, bloody hell, like 28 minutes talking about weddings. I mean, who the hell am I? Simon didn't get a choice either. No, exactly. Yeah, this is it, Deej. You literally would get the point where you're like, you know, one of you decides what you're doing. So is it themed? Like, have you got is it like, tell us all, share. Come on, share. I don't mean, do you believe in love? No, not share, but share it. Like, are you, do you have a theme? Have you got, what are your colors? Have you got bridesmaids and what's the groomsmen? It's weird that, like, groomsmen, like that wasn't a thing growing up. That was not a thing growing up. But you see, the thing is, I have watched so much Say Yes to the Dress over the years that I kind of know what I want. I know what I want if I was to go, but I don't. As I say, but I don't think I want a wedding dress. Literally, as soon as I was saying that, I was like, yeah, but I do. This is a Gemini. I think I would have to have 2 weddings as well, you know. I would have to have, like, the fairly traditional-ish, not in a church, only in a cathedral, fairly traditional-ish kind of thing. It's gamer-themed. Wow. You've got groomsmaids. That is so cool. Oi, stop rubbing your titties on the floor, dog. That is naughty. No titty rubbing. No. The only person who gets their titties rubbed today is DJ. Yes. DJ's the only one getting their titties rubbed. Oh, shit. I dropped my foundation. Yes. No rubbing your boobies. You'll make them sore. Alvie is like, she just rubs her tits on the floor all the time, don't you? And then they get sore and crusty because it hurts. But that's fine. You're going to get down now because, like, I only have 2 hands on. I need to use them for makeup. I know. Well, why don't you go and look? Look, your mum is eating your... What's she eating? Ruby's eating rawhide. Go and get rawhide. Go on before she eats it all. Go and get it then. Go and get it then before she eats it. Go on then. Go on then. No, not go out to the toilet. No, go on then. Go and get it then. No, you don't know what I'm saying, do you? You don't know what I'm saying. No, she thinks it's playtime. Go on in there. Look, you can't come up because I've got so much makeup here to do. Right, I tell you what, you jump down. That's it. Good girl. Now you've got yourself stuck in my handbag because, you know, that's what dogs do. Jesus wept. Right, okay, let's go. Right, what was that? Corinne? You feel like you've taken over the live stream now? No, it's absolutely amazing. That is so cool. Deidre, I'm so happy for you. Has anyone else got, right, so to anyone watching this, if you're watching this on the live or you're watching this on replay, what would your wedding be? Would you do like, what would your theme be? What would your colours be? Like, have you thought about this? If you've already got married, if you could do it all again, what would you change? Like, would you do the big thing? Like, is that something that interests people? Where's my mirror? Oh, bugger. I did have a mirror. How can I do my makeup without a mirror? Is it in it? Oh, it's in the bag. You could tell I was not awake when I put this together for today's stream. Yeah, so I'm going to talk, as well as talking about weddings, I am going to do my face. And this seems really appropriate. This is the Morphe, I know, right? I got a discount code and I am going to film with the James Charles palette. Once Spooktober's done with, once all the Halloweeny stuff and the witchy stuff is done for this week. So once we get past Sunday, I will be back filming other content and stuff. So yeah, this is the Morphe Live With Love Pride palette. And I think donations from this went to... I can't remember. It was some project. It was a LGBTQIA project, and I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, look at it. It says Live With Love. It's really cool, and it's got the rainbow flag. I mean, it hasn't got all the flags, and it's not the progress flag, but you know, it's still pretty cool. And as an actual mirror, it's got a really decent size. Look, you can see that there's me goddess. And there's my crystal ball stickers on me screen. So there you are. Look, hello everybody. Welcome to StreamYard. That's StreamYard. So yeah, it's a decent sized mirror actually, which I really do like. So have you got a glam squad coming then, Deej? Have you got like people to come and do your hair and like boy makeup? I guess like curing imperfections and like getting rid of that stress that everybody gets on their wedding days. I know so many people that were like a week before their wedding, absolutely clear, crystal clear skin, amazing. And then they wake up on their wedding day and they've got like a giant zit right in the middle of their forehead. It's literally like, hello, I'm growing a new friend. Oh, Alvy's just going to be all over the stream today in terms of everything. That's lovely. Oh, it's not Alvy. Sorry, it's Ruby. Here we are, Rubes. That's all the water. Ruby, that's all the water. I know, but you are old. And if it gets too much, if you drink too much, you might have a little leaky, mightn't you? And we don't want to be dealing with that on the live stream either. No, but again, no, sorry. Can you jump down, please? Can we jump down? I know. Normally when I'm streaming this space on here, but look, I've got makeup brushes and powder and paint and all sorts of stuff on here. I know. Good Lord. Right, so you're doing all the glam yourself. Oh, bless you. That's really cool, though. That is really cool. I am really happy for you. I really am. Right, I am going to go ahead and put some makeup on my face. Otherwise, it's going to be 1 o'clock and we're going to be like heading out to the shops. And I've got some filming to do today. And I've got a Zoom call, as I always do on Thursday. So I've got to do all of this before 1 o'clock. Yeah, right. Foundation. Checker Black Glow Drops. Everybody knows these are my favorite glow drops. A gender inclusive brand, inclusive of everybody. And all I do is put a few drops. And when I say a few drops, I mean like Oh, I mean, quite a good sized squirt. A dollop of that on my hand. And then let's change the branding thing. What should we have instead of this one? What have I got? Do I have anything else? Book. I know, right? I am in hocus pocus mode. Book. No, I don't. There we go. I'll just put my name in the corner. That's fine. So yeah, I'm in full on hocus pocus mode because of the t-shirt. It's all just a bunch of hocus pocus. It's all just a little bit of history repeating. Okay, now I'm doing Shirley Bassey and propeller heads. Right, okay, let's do couple of squirts of my foundation, which is the Dream Radiant Liquid by Maybelline. Everyone's seen me use this on the channel a bunch of times. Will you two please, like, why do you both have to do so much noise and be such a, like, I know why. I was about to say, why do you have to make so much noise? It's because I'm ignoring you while I'm talking to everybody else, isn't it? And you can't not be the centre of attention. I know. Can you tell they take after me? Jesus. I know. You've got to be the centre of attention. No jumping up. No. Jumping up. Right. Oh, can you go in your beds, please? Go and lie down in your beds. You've had your breakfast or your lunch. That's it. There you are. Have a little sleeps now. It's sleepy sleep time. It's like having kids. I'm telling you, it is like having kids. Right then, so let's talk a little bit, as I do my face, let's talk a little bit about Slimming World and what happened at weigh-in. So if you are, that's too bright. My eyes can't cope with that today. If you are, if you were watching on the Sunday Tarot stream that I did over on the Witchy channel, if you were watching that, then I did talk about the fact that I had my first binge. I know. I wasn't proud of myself. I don't know why I did it. And the food that I binged, I mean, it was only 8. It sounds weird. It was only 8 Mars bars. It was only 8 of the small Mars bars. The little ones that are like 5 sins, or the 95 calorie ones. And I don't even like Mars bars. You're off to get sorted. Have a good live stream. Okay, Deej, you have a lovely wedding. And yeah, I hope you and Simon are incredibly happy together. I really, really, really do. And I hope that today is like, you know, a lovely party and you end up absolutely bladdered a little bit later, but not too bladdered for the wedding night. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, have a lovely, lovely time, Deej. Literally, congratulations, and I do wish you both all the happiness in the world. I really, really do. Thank you for popping in, my darling, and hopefully we'll see you soon, especially now you've subscribed. Yay! Oh, have a lovely time, love. So yes, right, what was I saying? I can't even remember what I was saying. But look, this is why you don't normally use a dry makeup sponge, because half of your foundation gets absorbed before it even goes anywhere. It is ridiculous that this is dry, but anyway. It was one of those things that I forgot as I was starting today. I can't remember what I was saying. I was saying something, wasn't I? Can't remember what I was saying. Slimming World, that's what I was saying. Binging, yes. So last week, right? So for those of you that have been on this channel for a while, you know that I have, and Rufus, we both suffer or deal with binge eating disorder, right? Now, in my case, it is horrendous because, I mean, it's bad for Rufus as well. I'm not saying it's not, but like, I can only talk about how it affects me personally. And in my case, at my very worst, I would ring a takeaway and order like a pizza or something. And then I would ring a second takeaway and I would order like 3 meals. And I wasn't hungry. And I wasn't hungry when I was ordering any of them. And it was all to do with psychological stuff. Gemini Virgo, how are you doing? I'm doing fantastic. Hi, Gemini Virgo. How are you? I hope you are well. We're just talking about Slimming World while I put my face on. I know, right? And then I've got everybody in the chat, by the way. I've got this whole bag of makeup that I need you to help me pick what I am wearing today, whether we're going high end, budget, all of the above. So yeah, all of that. You're good. I'm glad, my darling. I am very glad. Welcome, welcome, and yeah, welcome to the. It's a bit of a low-key stream actually today. I don't know why. I think my energy is just a bit all over the place. So yeah. So I So yeah, Monday or Sunday of last week. I think it was. I can't remember which day it was actually. But I was sat here. Now I bought a load of these Mars bar things for the kids' trick-or-treat bags, right? Because I'm making up some trick-or-treat bags with a whole bunch of lollies and Twizzlers and swizzle sticks and all of those sort of sweetie things in, right? The little love hearts, all of that. Making up a bunch of those bags for the neighbours' kids. And then I've got a big tub down there, which is just going to be full of sweets that people can grab. So fine, right? And none of that is triggering for me. I don't like any of that stuff, so it's not really something that I'm going to want to eat. As part of that, I got these small Mars bar things. And I hate Mars bars. They are so disgusting. They're sickly sweet. They're just bleh. They're not something that I've ever enjoyed. And then on Sunday or Monday evening, which it must have been Sunday, sorry, it must have been Monday night. Rufus had gone in the back room, gone in the bedroom, and he was playing on the PlayStation. And I was in here, and I was trying to edit, and I just ate 8 of the Mars bars. I ate one after the other, and my brain didn't even engage, except for at one point, I was like, no, these aren't very nice. I don't like these, as I continued to eat them. So yeah, that was a thing. So then, like the next day, I was like, Rufus, I had a bit of a problem. Yeah, bit of an issue. And in fact, it can't have been Sunday because I talked about it on Sunday night. So it must have been, was it Friday night? Friday night or Saturday night? I think it might have been Friday night, actually, because Friday nights for me are a bit of a trigger night. So like that's when I need to be super careful and super on it, because otherwise I will like self-sabotage my weight loss. But yeah, so basically I was like, everything was fine and I ate them all. And then I ate, like, as I say, 8 or 9 of those little Mars bar things. And then on Monday, I think it was, I was like, Rufus, I've got a confession. Like, this is what I did, because I did that whole thing where you're just, no, it was Sunday night afterwards. Brain tangent. Sunday night after the live stream, I said, Rufus, I just admitted something to everyone else. I said, I should tell you now, because I didn't even tell him, because I felt really, really ashamed. Really, really ashamed. I was like, I didn't want them. I didn't enjoy them. I didn't like the taste. I know I don't like Mars bars. I don't know why I ate them. I have no idea, except that it was the eating disorder. It was that little blip, you know, just before you do something big, it was like, I'm just going to keep fighting. So yeah, so that was bad. But anyway, I then pulled it back a little bit, pulled my sins back just a little bit for the rest of the week. And then yesterday I was, as I say, we oh my God, yesterday was so fun and so stressful. So we got up early. We were out of the house by, I think, 9:30. I had my face on. We were dressed. We were out the house. We were in the car by 9:30. Got some fuel, and then we drove to Hartlepool to go and see Rufus's buddy. And then we managed to find time to go to the beach. And I did some filming for the Mr. Beast project that for a couple of videos I'm doing that will be released tomorrow with Mr. Beast. I know, right? He doesn't know who I am. Like, we haven't had a conversation, but it's a project that Mr. Beast is launching that I am sort of helping out with and part of, I guess, tomorrow. So yeah, so we did a bit of filming for that and sat on the beach and collected some stones, some sea coal, and some what's it called? You know, the wood. What's it called? The wood that you get. Driftwood. Yeah, got some of that and stuff. And it was really like just lovely, lovely. And then on the way back, the car started. And the car driving, so obviously it started. But like we were heading back because we had to get to Slimming World, and it was fine. It like hour and a half, and it on the sat nav said we should get there about 5:20. And our Slimming World starts at 5:30, but because I'm on the signing in desk, you know, where like you take the money and you put your cards in and all of that. So it was like, that's fine, I can get there early, no problem at all. So that's what we were doing. And then as we were driving, like as Rufus was getting above or getting to around 60, and it was like, something's not happy. And then I crashed out in the car, woke up like just outside of Leeds, and he was like, yeah, it's late, and we were late because he's had to drive at like 50 coming down the motorway because the car was just like. So we pulled into Whole Foods, and he went and got some oil and everything else. And when he pulled the dipstick out, there was like this much oil at the bottom of the dipstick. So how we got home, literally, was so lucky that we managed to get home. The car didn't just go blow a piston or whatever it does. So anyway, put the oil in, got to group. So we got to group late. I was really knackered, still did the signing desk thing. And then I sat there and literally, like, Brenda starts and now we're going to do some image therapy. And I sat there and I nearly passed out. And I said to Rufus, like, I could feel myself closing down. I said to Rufus, I need the car keys. And he said, you are. And then he started talking about what the raffle prize was. He was like, oh, I think it's this, that. And I was like, Rufus, I need the car keys. I need to go now. Otherwise, I'm gone. And I went to stand up with my stick and nearly fell over, hobbled out of the room, slurring my words. You'd think I just necked a bottle of vodka or something, because I was literally like, managed to kind of like, Rufus got up and then was helping me as I'm stumbling and swaying, because when I go to crash, literally what was happening was my body was shutting down. So my body was trying to like make me unconscious. And because I was so stubborn, I was like, I am not passing out in my Slimming World group. Like, at some point, we are going to be consultants. I don't want any of these people going, do you remember that time Lisa passed out? Like, I could not, no, I can't do that. So I basically, like, he grabbed hold of me one side, I had me stick on the other side because my balance had gone. The consultant, Brenda, came running to like, get a chair, sit down. I said, no, I need to get to the car. What I like, if I sit down, I will pass out. Whilst I'm moving, like, I am so stubborn that my brain is literally dragging my body, which is passing out, in the process of passing out. And literally I was like, I need to get outside. I need to get this mask off. I need to get some fresh air. And I like, honestly, I'm fine. And I said, look, Brenda, go back to group. I'm fine. Honestly, I just need to get to the car. Because I didn't want anyone to like see me like that, because it's kind of, it's really embarrassing. Like, the fibro is really embarrassing. I feel so like it's completely beyond my control, but I just look like I've necked 4 bottles of vodka. I just look like I'm drunk. I look like, it looks like I've got no control over my body, which I haven't, but I don't want to admit that it's that bad. You know what I mean? And so literally leaning on him with my stick, dragging myself, literally dragging my legs out, managed to get out to the front door, opened the door, took my mask off, gulped down some air, and then we literally staggered and stumbled to the car, where I sat down and immediately drank a can of whatever pop or whatever it is that I had, sat in the car desperately trying not to pass out, and I managed to not pass out. I did manage to not pass out, but it was scary. It's really scary, because it was like, I sat there and there was a big post in between me and Rufus, because like, that's just the way the chairs were. And so like, I was sat leaning on the post, like talking to him, and I literally could feel like my eyes did this. They went, and I was like, Rufus, I'm going to pass out. And he's like, you are? And the raffle, I still don't know what the raffle was. The raffle was this, and I was like, no, I'm going to go. I'm going to go. I said, have you got the car keys? I was like, you stay if you need to. I need to just nip. But yeah, it was really scary. So that was yesterday. But anyway, I did come in yesterday. I did get weighed, and I will tell you all about that on Saturday's car vlog, because we're going to do the results then. The only thing I would say is that because we came straight from Hartlepool, the plan was to nip back home, let the dogs out, and then for me to change, because I've got weigh it. This what I'm wearing now is pretty much my weigh-in clothes, right? A t-shirt and my lightweight cotton trousers. I didn't have that on yesterday. I had like a little mini dress type thing over the top of a really heavy denim skirt, over the top of winter tights. So everything was super heavy. I weighed in with my necklace on. This weighs like about a third of a pound. I have my watch, my glasses, everything that I normally, like, sounds ridiculous, but I don't ever weigh in with my glasses on, because the first time I weighed in, I didn't have my glasses on. So I try and make sure that everything is similar so that we've got the same kind of pattern. But literally, I had my glasses hooked onto my t-shirt because my brain just wasn't functioning. I had stuff in my pockets. Everything that you don't do when you weigh in, I did. So yeah, that was interesting. And then I came back home and weighed everything, and it weighed about 1.5 pounds, which I was like, so that's the difference then. That's the difference. So yeah, little clue as to what happened, but it will be on Saturday's car vlog. We haven't filmed that yet. We will be filming it later today because we couldn't film yesterday because I literally sat in the car and I was like, but yeah, so that's just fibro though. My fibro kicks my ass. It really does. It's such a pain. It really is. It's such a pain. Anyway, enough talking about that. I'm going to say it's a bit weird today. We've got none of the spanners on. I don't know whether I offended everybody last week or what, but none of the spanners are here today. I know that Kirsty's in the process of packing everything up because she moves house tomorrow. God, moving house. Just like I remember just the stress of that. So yeah, like Deeja's got a wedding and Kirsty's moving house. It's like the only other thing that's as stressful as those two is a breakup, a relationship breakup, or a funeral, isn't it? That's the only other things that are that stressful. So yeah, Neat's not on. She's probably busy working. But yeah, loads. But we have got Nightbot. Nightbot is with us. So if you are here watching live, I don't know how you could test Nightbot. Oh, you could put a link. If you're watching this live, put a random link to like Argos or something in the chat and see what Nightbot does. Or that's somebody drilling. It sounds like a dentist. What is that drill? Oh my God, it sounds like a dentist. I actually thought for a second, I was like, who's doing at-home dental work? Bloody hell. That was so high pitched. I don't know whether you can hear that on the stream. But yeah, if you're watching this, the other way of trying to trigger Nightbot is see if you can put 10 or more emojis. So put 11 emojis in the chat, because I think I've extended it to 11. But I can't trigger Nightbot as the person that is the host. And there's loads of words that I've banned as well. That's better. Thank you. One of the lights has just properly come on. It was flickering a little bit in Jakar's cage. We've got a blue tongue skink called Jakar, who I have shown before on lives. But anyway, right, I've got my face on. I was going to set it with some powder, but now everything is dry, so I don't think I need to, but I'm still going to. I picked up the Beauty Bakery flour baking set, which is this is my beyond favorite, like beyond. This is my absolute all-time favorite thingy bob setting powder. Absolutely, of all time it is. And it comes with a brush. Let's see what the brush is. Oh, it's a really nice brush. It's a really nice brush. Wow. Right, yay, happy to have that. And then I've got my little... Oh, why did I do this with packaging? Right, my sponge is already coming out, but that's fine. I'll put that over there. But then I can't get the... How do you get the powder out? Oh, it's a liquid. Oh. I mean, that's all right. I think it's their standard size. What does this say? Use coupon code, Sweet Boots UK to save 20% off your next purchase at beautybakery.com. Sweet Boots UK. Ooh, to get 20% off. I like Beauty Bakery. They are just, it is just, I love it. I love it because the products are great, right? The fact that it's a black-owned business, that's just the cherry on the baked goods. It really is. It is just the cherry on top because it is supporting black creators. Especially, is October Black History Month in the UK? I know that it's February in America, but I believe it's Black History Month in the UK. I'm not entirely certain because, unfortunately for me, October is all about Halloween and Samhain because of, you know, paganism. It's all about that. So I don't really see, and I haven't seen anything in the UK. I haven't seen anything. I think I saw one thing on BBC, on the BBC News app that I watch, talking about a little bit about diversity, the concept, not the dance group, and yeah, that was it. That was the only thing I've seen. So I don't know. I think it's, or is it in October in the States? I don't know. But anyway, whatever. This is just an amazing brand. Like everything they've made that I've tried, I've really liked. Their setting powder, everybody that has tried it after me, sort of recommending it, has liked it. So yeah, I think it's just a great powder. Right, let's do a little tap in. I've put some in the lid. I've put far too much in the lid, but we'll just do a little tap in with their brush. There we go. And then taking my Morphe Live With Love mirror, nearly said palette, I'm gonna whack that on. Oh, it just, there's a scent to it, but it's not over the top. And this one is actually one that is a little bit yellow. It's actually the yellow tinge, but it's not like super yellow, but it is just a little bit yellow tinge, which gives my skin a bit of a brightening effect, which I really like. It's a bit like the banana powder by ... Ben Nye, the Ben Nye banana powder, which I used to, oh my God, I used to love that powder. I think I've still got some in the back room, actually. So yeah, I've got to say, we've got quite a few watching, but everybody is dead quiet today. So that is fine. So because everybody's dead quiet today, I might just go ahead and choose my own makeup, unless people want to choose in the chat. If you're watching this live, because we've got a few watching live, I do have a bunch of makeup palettes in this bag, right? Let me just get the face palettes out of the way first. So I've got everything in here from Pat McGrath to Violet Voss to Jeffree Star to Anastasia Beverly Hills to BH Cosmetics to Revolution, right across the brands, across the board. So I was going to give everybody the options to pick my makeup with and for me today. I am doing, there is a theme, and the theme kind of matches my, oh my God. Oh, look, brush straight off. My theme matches my top. So oranges, spooky season, like pumpkin latte spice kind of feel to it. That's what I'm going with my makeup today. Now, and I was going to suggest whether people want me to do a high-end one or a budget brand, or what people want, or like, you know, like a general, what's it called, drugstore type brand. But because everybody seems to be dead quiet today in the chat, I think I'm just going to go with whatever I randomly sort of pick out. So we've got Blood Sugar, we've got Jaclyn Hill Morphe, what's that, the Armed and Gorgeous. Is this from the Vault? I don't know whether this was from the Vault or not sure. We've got the ABH Riviera palette. I love this palette so much. We've got the LA Splash, that's a budget one. Nip and Fab is kind of a midpoint. We've got a, what's it called? Take It to the Grave, Halloween themed Makeup Obsession palette by Revolution. That's drugstore. We've got Violet Voss, the La Macaron palette. So yeah, I've got a whole bunch of stuff. We've got a Pat McGrath. This is the eyeshadow, Eye Ecstasy Sublime. It's got some really lovely glittery foils and metallics in there. Juvia's Place, the Zulu. We've got the BH Cosmetics Summit in Saint-Tropez. So I've got all of these palettes, and I just kind of, there's two Ciate London, a Kat Von D Shade and Light from 100 years ago. So yeah, if there's anything, if anybody's watching, well, I know that the people are watching, but if you want to take part, tell me whether or not I should do high-end or budget or drugstore. So high-end, drugstore, budget. If you want to put that in the chat, I'll give you a couple of minutes. If not, I'll just get on with it. Kirsty's here. Kirsty's here. Oh my God. Oh my God. I cannot imagine how stressed you are, my darling. I cannot imagine how stressed you are. I can't imagine how stressed you are. I really can't. I hope everything goes amazingly well today. Yeah, I hope everything's good. So for those who don't know, Kirsty has a channel here called The Kitchen Witch. We've launched a business. It's called Authentic Witch. The witch in both cases is spelled with a Y. So yeah, why not go ahead and if you want to have a look, we've even got an advert. I love how dramatic it is. I love how dramatic it is. It is so like bum 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 bum. It's so dramatic. I absolutely love it. I really do. So yeah, go ahead and check that out, everyone. Candles and wax melts that Kirsty makes. They are, oh my God, they're so stunning. They're so stunning. They smell so amazing. They're such high quality. It's so cool. It really is. It is so, so cool. And then the rest of it is stuff that I'm making at the moment. Kirsty is going to be doing some incenses and black salts and all sorts of stuff coming up after the house move. So this is going to be way down the line. So yeah, did those people, I was going to say their name, but I'm not going to. Did those people get back to you? Are you going into that house or are you looking again? God. Right. What did you say there, Kirsty? I can't even read. I can't even read today. If you're going to match in with your top, Revolution Take Me to the Grave and mix in with blood sugar. That's not a bad idea, you know. That's not a bad idea. Right. Okay. Oh, poor Nip and Fab. Poor Nip and Fab, not getting a look in again. Maybe I'll do that next week with a theme. I've also got the Huda Neon Orange palette out as well, because last week, tons of interaction on here, tons of people chatting, tons and tons and tons of like people getting involved with the chats. Oh, Angelic Cook. Hello, new here and would love a reading. Up early with lots on my mind. How does it work and how are you? We don't do readings on this channel, Angelic. Oh! Yes, Kirsty! Yes! Oh, fuck. Instantly demonetized. Oh, yay! I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you. Oh my God. Yeah, Angelic Cook. We do the, oh my God, you're on Facebook. That's really cool. I've just realized you're the first comment I've been able to see from the Facebooks. Can I put it up on screen? Oh, I can. Oh my God, that's amazing. Yay. Yeah, Sunday evening over on Beyond Authentic, where the eye is a one, that's where we do the readings, the tarot readings and everything. I am looking at bringing a second day of streaming tarot in. So that may be something that comes up soon. You're the first person I've been able to see a comment on Facebook, because for ages, how I'm watching this, by the way, is on a piece of software called StreamYard, which does YouTube, Twitch, some other things I've never heard of, and Facebook and all of that as well, right? But it wasn't bringing up Facebook messages on my screen. It just wasn't telling me that people were commenting and nothing was popping up. So I've been trying to fix that all week. And so, yay, you're now on here. So yeah, normally it's 7 o'clock on a Sunday evening, UK time. But this week it will be 7:30, because after speaking to my neighbours, like, they're going to be bringing the kids out trick-or-treating, but they think everything will finish by about 7. So I will still have my Halloween trick-or-treating face on, and I will be in the back room doing the readings from 7:30 on Sunday. So yeah, make sure you go across to that channel. Subscribe now if you haven't already. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, all of that on that channel, because then on Sunday you'll know instantly once I'm on. So yeah, this one is just about makeup, slimming world, having a coffee, having a catch up with the community. So you're more than welcome to stay, Angelic. I love your name, by the way. And is that you in the profile picture? Because you is stunning, girl. You are absolutely stunning. I'm looking at the makeup and just going, wow. I mean, also bearing in mind, just to say, my eyesight is really bad today. My glasses are there, and I'm not putting them on because I'm going to do my face. But like, my vision's a little bit blurry because, again, not a lot of sleep. Everything I said, being in Hartlepool yesterday and filming with for the Mr. Beast collab videos that are all coming up for this week. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, it is you and thing. Oh, because there is a Rihanna vibe, and as I'm looking at this, right, my eyes are really squinty, and with my right eye, I can't see anything anyway. It just looks like you're in a crystal ball on screen. That's what that looks like. It looks like a face in a crystal ball because my eyes are so bad. But there's a proper like Rihanna vibe. You look absolutely stunning, my darling. So yeah, hang around if you want to. Let's have a little look. See, so Kirsty said, what's that? Oh. Is that for the new place? Kirsty, is that for the new place? Oh no, that's your house. That's your house, and the solicitors. Oh my God. Black pepper and some cinnamon and black pepper and rosemary and stuff and threats of all-out magical warfare. Oh my God, I'm so friggin' happy for you. Yay! Yay! Oh my God, that's so cool. And I've got Facebook working. That's so cool. Angelic, could you do me a favor and either put 11 emojis in the chat, or all capitals for like 3 words, or no, I would say put some of the bad words in the chat, but don't put any bad words in the chat, because then Nightbot might kick you permanently, and I don't want that to happen. But if you can just put all capitals for 3 words and see what happens, because Nightbot, which is an automated moderator thing, that should then go, oh, you've been timed out for 5 seconds. That's what should happen, but it might not be working. I can't tell. Right, Kirsty said about using the Keep It to the Grave and the JSC Blue Blood, blood sugar. See, I have the hot dog palette as well, which is also sort of all of these colours. Maybe I'll keep that to one side in case I need some more oranges. What about the Violet Voss macarons? See, I haven't used this. I got it just before. Oh, actually, that's just glitters. Look at all of that. Look, it's lovely. Look, it's lovely. I got this just before doing the month of Revolution palettes, and then that was all I did from July until last week. So yeah, in fact, you know what, maybe I'm not going to use Revolution because I use Revolution in so. But you've not seen it. Well, I'll use the Revolution. Shut up. I'm going to use the Revolution. And no, that works. I put 3 words. Yes, that's cute. Love the eyeshadow. Ah, okay. So you put 3 words, and then it looks like Nightbot has stopped you. Okie dokie. Oh my God, Kirsty, that's amazing. That is so cool. I did do another burning. I did do another burning after you said that they hadn't got back. I did do another burning, so I don't know whether that's like helped give them a kick up the backside, but my God. Like, yeah. Right, so I'm not using Pat McGrath. I'm not using... Right, so we're going to go with Keep It Real. Take It to the Grave, not Creep It Real. That's the other one I've got. And we are going to go with Blood Money. No! Blood Sugar. Good Lord, I can't even speak today. So, yeah. Yeah, Hartlepool. We're going back next week. I really like it. Oh, Byron's here. Hello, Byron. I hope you are well. A bit late to the party. Don't worry, love. That's how I normally work. Byron, the only update you need to... yeah, I know, my darling. You're going to love it, though. You are going to love it. Kirsty is going to be taking 2 weeks off her channel and also being mods on my channel, on both of the channels that I have, actually, this one and that there, Beyond Authentic, the Witchy channel. Kirsty needs to be radio silent for 2 weeks because she's moving house. Literally tomorrow is moving from, where she is now to a house just up the road, literally up the road, because the house that they are buying, oh my God, like, talk about stress. I mean, earlier on, I don't know whether you were here, Byron and Kirsty, like earlier on, Deej, somebody I used to date, actually. Deej came on because he's actually getting married today. So he's got 2 weddings. He's got like the small private one with a family, and then a big full-on like bigger wedding or bigger celebration with friends and that on Sunday. So he's had to organise 2 of those. I mean, God, I could not imagine the stress of that. And I said moving houses are stressful, but then I think sod moving house, buying a house that the sellers are then going, oh, maybe we'll just stay. Oh, maybe we won't sell the house. Thank you very much for the £3 million. I nearly said dollars. Thank you very much for the $3 million in our bank account, but we've decided we're just going to stay here. Squatters' rights and everything. I mean, I'm joking about it, but my God. Jeez, I know, right? Could you imagine? Oh, yeah, absolutely. So then, thank you to Kirsty for helping me pick through the makeup. We are going with the Take It to the Grave, because I do like the yellow and the burnt orange in here. This one, like this yellow mustardy colour is gorgeous. This burnt orange here is gorgeous. And then normally the only 2 colours that I use when I reach for this with a bit of the brown, but I've got to say, I think this palette is like £8 in Boots, right? It's really good. It is really good. Really, really good. Like, I can recommend it. Yes, it's a Halloween themed palette, but if you like your grungy colours, like apart from that yellow, everything else is really grungy. The sort of grey, green, sort of bluey ones. And I'm telling you, if this is still available on their website, because I think it was, last time I looked, which is about a week and a half ago, it was still on at full price. If you give it 2 more weeks, they will knock this down again to very little money. Okay, Angelic, I hope to see you again soon. And do pop in on Sunday over on the Beyond Authentic, and I'll do you a tarot reading. Okay? All right, my darling. I will, yeah, we'll see you on Sunday, hopefully. Okay, Kirsty, love. But yeah, if they knock this down again, right, as a grungy kind of like I love it for like this time of year, autumn, winter colors. It's great because these steel colors, like, look, I mean, just look how well it swatches. Look at that steel gray. And it's got like ever such a, it's a proper gunmetal gray. And then this one, this foil has got like a, this metallic's got like a, it's like a dirty gold. It's really, it's just like antique bronze, dirty gold type color. It's really cool. And then you've got the other two as well, which I might as well show you on here as well. So the copper, look at the shimmer on that. Look at that copper. Right, now this is not doing it just, look at there, look at the shine. Really, really stunning. The one next to it is this, it's called Gravedigger. And again, it's like a dirty, this top one here, it's like a dirty goldy color, but they are absolutely gorgeous. And then the last one is this one, which is almost like a, it's almost like a duochrome, but it is actually a brown, but with a hint of like a green element to it. So those are the foils, the metallics on this, the shimmers, and they are bloody great. They really are. So I'm going to use this one today along with the JSC Blood Sugar, and I'm going to do a sort of pumpkin spice autumnal orangey kind of theme, but kind of linking in with the t-shirt. That's what I wanted to do today. So yeah, so that's what we're going to go ahead and sort out. Right then, I'm going to put some colors on my face. And I've got the new Morphe mirror. Well, it's not new. It's new to me. Live with love. Rainbow, rainbow. Morphe 50% off. This is still on their website. 50% off. I had a coupon code. So I got this, the James Charles palette and a lipstick for £21 including delivery. You just can't, can you? You just can't. You can't not at that price. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, really happy with that. I've got to say, I've like there will be a video coming up later today on the Witchy channel as part of Spooktober. So I'm just using the white from the what's it called? Take It to the Grave. Yeah, the Makeup Obsession palette, right? So I'm just using the white on the inner corner just to really kind of give me a bit of a pop because. Again, it's an old drag queen trick, and it just works. Like drag queens, editorial makeup, anything like that. If you put down a base of a white, and then you put your colors on top, when the light, cameras, or anything hits that white, that color, the white reflects through from underneath. It's really good. It's really, like, honestly, Byron, honestly, I haven't tried the James Charles palette yet because I'm going to film with it. I've got the James Charles palette and a fake, and the Jeffree Star palette and a fake. And I'm going to compare them. I'm going to see, you know, what the fake versus the real ones are like. And it's the only reason why I bought, because I don't like James Charles. But, you know, I kind of figure if I'm going to be doing one problematic creator, I might as well do both of them. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, I know there's more than one problematic creator, but until Trisha Paytas has a collab with Morphe, you know what I mean? So, I love the fact that I follow. Does anyone else even follow these beauty like YouTubers anymore? Does anyone else even like, do you watch any of this content? Like Shane Dawson is back doing haunted videos. Like, do you care? Does anyone watch? It feels so different. The beauty world feels so different than it did like even 2 years ago. But I've got to say, everyone, right? I watched Nikki Tutorials did a video this week, which was a full face of eyeshadow, using eyeshadow for instead of every other makeup product, right? And I was like, oh, that's a very 2016, 2017 beauty tube thing. And then Nady from Pop Lux, he did a video this week doing a full face of Sephora samples. And I was like, are we coming back to full face videos? Because I love full face videos. Me and Kirsty, we did a collab which was full face of kids makeup. We've done all sorts of full face collab videos. I love those. So yeah, I'm thinking about bringing back like some of that beauty content for this channel, because of course I used to do it all over on Beyond Authentic when that was called Authentic Beauty. And this was just Slimming World, and now it's kind of everything, all the beauty and slimming and health and beauty stuff's over here. So yeah, let me know if you'd be interested in seeing like full face of type videos, everybody. Let me know if that's something that you would like to do. And also, like things like just general makeup looks. I know I will be going through, right, I'm placing this bright yellow mustard color. It's called Pushing Daisies. It's this one here in the corner. I'm going to be placing this up onto the onto my eyelid and then taking it kind of fairly high up because of my hood. So yeah, I'm going to do videos about that. I'm going to do videos like about having hooded eyes and kind of things like that. You saw the Nikki Full Face of Eyeshadow video this week. I do like them. I just, it was such a throwback video. I really, really enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. And I've got to say, this mirror, for whatever it costs, and again, a proportion of the cost gets donated to whatever the charity was. I can't remember. It's a bit like the LGBTQ Foundation in Manchester, but it isn't because I don't think it's in the UK. But it's not the Trevor Project, but it's another like LGBT one because there were some brushes that went along with this year and a Pride palette, but the Pride palette looked really boring, and the brushes, I don't need any more Morphe brushes. I've got lots of Morphe brushes. I don't need any more brushes by any brand. She says, having looked at Spectrum yesterday when I was in Hartlepool. I went to TK Maxx in Hartlepool to get some pumpkin spice syrup, and I managed to get the last 3 bottles in the entire store. They had a load of coffee syrup upstairs, and they had a load of coffee syrup downstairs. And they had one pump. I went through the entire shelf downstairs. They had one pumpkin spice, and I was like, "Oh no!" And it was a white chocolate pumpkin, and I was like, "Oh, I'm not sure I'm going to like that." Turns out it's amazing. She says with it in a coffee cup that I'm just going to swap to my second cup of coffee. This is cup number 2. It's a Minecraft cup. You can see how long I've had this, right? It's a Minecraft one. All of the black areas, when it's hot, it changes color so you can see Minecraft images. So this is how cold my coffee is now, but I don't care. Strong packed coffee, like super strong packed coffee with the white chocolate pumpkin syrup. Amazing. But yeah, anyway, so that was the only ones they had in the Hartlepool store. So I went, or on the downstairs one. So I then went upstairs and basically ransacked the shelf upstairs and got the only 2 bottles. And I even said to a member of staff, like, I know that TK Maxx doesn't generally have anything out the back, but can you just check if there's any more syrups? And she said, there isn't. They're all out. She said, that's why there's 2 separate areas. Everything is out. She said, we literally, there is nothing in the back now. She said, apart from some summer clothes that are going back. And I was like, or going back to Central, she said, something like that. And I was like, oh, okay, all right, fair enough. Fair enough. So yeah. So I'm so excited for those videos tomorrow, by the way. I can't even, I think we're embargoed from even mentioning what the project is, but it's a Mr. Beast project. And yeah, it's going to be so cool. And it's so cool to be a part of this wider YouTube community project. It really is. So yeah, and Hartlepool, we really liked it. Hartlepool was lovely. I've never been before. I've been to Middlesbrough a few times and gone past. We've driven past Hartlepool. I've never been. It was so lovely, and the beach was nice, covered in dead crabs. There is this weird phenomena happening, and I've looked into it. They don't know what's going on, but like literally last week, the beaches in Hartlepool, just all of the crabs washed up dead. Like all of the crabs. Like went to bed, no crabs on the beach. In the morning, loads of dead and dying crabs. Really, really, really sad. And when we were like filming, and when we were looking and when doing various bits and pieces and just sat having a chill out down at the beach, there were so many, and they'd all been like eaten and munched away by gulls and things. But it was interesting, but also kind of shocking. And then when I did the research on like last night, it was like, hang on, what's that? Haven't you? Haven't you got the instructions? Did I not put them in the box? What? Did I not put this? Oh, Byron. Oh my God. Did I not put them in the box? Were the instructions not in it? Oh my God. I am so sorry. Oh, flipping heck! I will stick them in the post to you, and I will send you the link to the YouTube video. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I wish you'd said I could have had them in the post to you the next day. Oh my God. I'll get them in the post to you. I will link you to the video, and I will get you. Right. What I'll do, Byron, after this, I will on Instagram, I'll take a couple of pictures of the scroll, and I will send those pictures to you on Instagram, and I will also send you out the paper copies, and I will link you to the video. Oh my God, Jesus. Oh, did I put 2 for the protection one in? Oh, flipping heck. Right, I'm so sorry. I've obviously just grabbed the wrong one off the pile. Oh my God. Right, okay, I will sort that for you. No problem at all, my darling. I will absolutely sort that for you. Oh God. So if you don't know what Byron's talking about, over on Authentic Witch, we sell spell kits, and there's self-love, abundance, spiritual awakening, and a protection one. Those are the kits that we've got so far. There will be more coming. So yeah, if anybody's wanting sort of spell kits for, as I say, self-love, protection, spiritual awakening, and abundance, those 4 right now are live. There are some more that I'm working on. All of them are 3-part spell kits, 3-in-1 spell kits. So there's a candle magic part, a spell bottle part, where the ingredients change, and then the 3rd part changes. And I think on one of them, I can't remember which one it is, there is actually like a bonus 4th little part as well. So if you want those, have a look on authenticwitch.co.uk. The witch is spelled with a Y, and you can get it on our website or on Etsy. And they come with a scroll which tells you how to do it, all 3 parts. And there's also a video that's linked as well, which tells you, it literally goes through every single one of the, it goes through the steps, and I literally film it step by step going through what to do. So you can kind of do it in real time with me. And I've sent the wrong one out to Byron, the wrong scroll. So I'm so really upset about that. But yeah, I will. Oh, thank you. The kits are amazing quality, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. We are absolute sticklers, me and Kirsty, for making sure that everything is like organic, natural. Like we look at our sourcing, we look at all of that. So even the ingredients in the spell kits, even the bits and pieces that you put together, like all of that, we really try and go down those roads. So thank you very much for that. I will post it out to you just so that you've got a copy, because you might want to be able, you might want to do it again, or you might want to, disassemble the spell bottle and redo it at a later point. Oh, jeez, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I will get that out in the post to you, and I will send you something else by means of a little apology. So yeah, right, I'm using this pumpkin color, which is this light orange color, and I'm going to use this on the outer corner and also along my crease line. Now the thing with this palette is that it does have some really pretty colors, and I have just done this before and just used this as my only palette. And again, for an affordable, a super affordable palette, look at how popping that is, right? And the only light I've got in front of me are the vivariums that we've got with the skinks in, and our bearded dragon, and the main lamp, the main big light. That's the only ones I've got on. If I turn this on, you can see it kind of washes me out. So that's why I've turned that one off. So yeah, this here, like that orange, this burnt orange color is absolutely brilliant. Oh, no problem at all. Oh, and by the way, I know you were asking about a review. You can stick a review on Trustpilot. I don't know how somebody's already done a review on Trustpilot. This is how I know, because I got a thing. But I don't know how we In fact, I need to look at that. Yeah, there's a way for us to go onto Trustpilot as well, and then like put those reviews on our website or something. So I'm not quite sure how we do that, but I'll look into that at some point. As I say, we launched because obviously spooky season was coming up, and we knew that with the house move, like Kirsty would be very, 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 very busy for a couple of months, sorting the kids out and the moving and everything else. And so we launched knowing that it would be kind of what we're calling a soft launch. Also because like we've never done this before. I've never done order fulfillment. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I have to learn as I go. Clearly, I don't know what I'm supposed to do because I'm sending the wrong bloody spell kit things out. Oh, thank you for letting me know though, Byron, because you know I'm going to be like checking that like a blooming like an obsessive person from here on in. Absolutely. So I'm taking this kind of quite into my inner corner, not fully, but fairly in, just so that I can. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, look, right. So it's gone fairly into my inner corner. But if I use my off-brand color switch, what's it called? Swispers. What's that say? I can't remember what it's called. Cleaner. A Swisper cleaner, right? So this is just it's like a color switch. It's just a little thing. You put your brush in, you do that. It takes all the color off. It's amazing. This one came from Poundland. So go figure. Oops, I've just done that completely wrong. Right. So if I take all that off my brush, and in fact, if I use a slightly smaller, fluffy blending brush, all I'm going to do it's this eye, is just blend, take a little bit of my white, tiny bit of the white, back into that inner corner, and then just blend that up and out. And it just really takes down that orange in the inner corner, but gives you this really nice kind of like gradient. And especially when I put that yellow over the top, and I will put a little bit more of that yellow and blend up. It's just a really pretty way of kind of, doing your eyes, but having it still look a bit soft, glam and natural without it having it look completely bonkers. By the way, everybody, I know that a lot of people have just joined recently. I have talked about Slimming World, but if you would like me to go over it again very briefly as to what happened yesterday, I can do. But in fact, I will do very briefly. So the too long didn't watch or too long didn't read version is went to Hartlepool to go and see a buddy of Rufus's, and ended up going to the beach and doing a little bit of filming for a Mr. Beast video coming up, for a project that Mr. Beast is doing coming up tomorrow, that I've got to edit yet. I know, right? But anyway, so we did that. Then on the way back home, the car started to judder. So we couldn't go any faster than 60, and even get into like 56, 57, 58, it was starting to judder. So that was fun. So we basically, what should have taken like an hour and 20 minutes to get home was about an hour and 45 minutes. So we ended up getting back into Leeds when, like, literally we were just on the outskirts of Leeds when Slimming World was like, our group starts at 5:30 and we were just on the outskirts. So we couldn't get to group on time. Get me to the group on time. But we ended up having to go to Whole Foods. Right, I'm using the JSC blood sugar. This is about the people. No, this is about the makeup and not the brands. No, this is about the makeup, not the people behind them. Yes, that's what Pop Lux always says. So I'm using this palette because I really like this formula, and I think it's an amazing formula. Whatever you might think about Jeffrey and his opinions, I don't particularly like everything that Jeffrey has done in the past. I choose not to spend money on his new releases, but the makeup that I've got from him and his company is phenomenal quality. So I will continue to use it and not apologize for using it, whilst also asserting the fact that I probably won't be buying a lot more of his makeup in the future. Now, the Weirdo palette that he released has a really nice red, a black, a silver, a couple of other, like a pinky shade, and I think a gunmetal shade, and all of that. I've got all of those shades in his other palettes. Between this and Conspiracy and Jawbreaker and Controversy, I can dupe that Weirdo palette spot on. So if you want to see me do that, if you want to see me like use the other palettes and dupe his weirdo palette, so you don't need to go and buy that. Even the ranch one looks very similar in my mind to some of the colors that I've got in his other palettes. So if you want me to do that as well, as I'm doing more makeup videos for this channel, do let me know. But yeah, so I'm using this shade. What's it called? Ouch. There we go. I thought it was called Suck, and I thought that can't be what it's called. So that's this kind of browny shade here, and it's quite a neutral browny shade. So I'm going to lay this down on the outer corner. So yeah, anyway, so we got into Leeds City Centre. No, we didn't. We got into Leeds, like our end of Leeds, and went straight to Halfords, and Rufus ran in and got a whole tub of oil. And when he got the dipstick thing out of the oil thing, there was like that much oil in the bottom. And apparently the light had been flashing, but he didn't know what the light was. Yeah. So we went all the way to Hartlepool and back, like a 3.5 hour round trip, and also driving around Hartlepool, going to Aldi, going to the beach, all of that stuff, with that much oil in the car. So is it any wonder that the car wasn't happy? So yeah, anyway, so we went to weigh in, and I did weigh in. I did manage to do that. I took over on the social desk. I took that over just as I arrived. It was literally like oh, Lisa, can you go and like, do you mind helping? And I was like, no, I can do that. And then as we sat there for image therapy, I nearly passed out. So I literally started blacking out. I was sat hugging the post, and I literally was like, and I said, Rufus, I need the car keys. And he was talking about the raffle thing. And he was like, oh, I think it's some lentils and the thing. I was like, Rufus, I need the car keys. And he was like, why are you all right? And I was like, no, I'm crashing. I'm literally crashing now. I am crashing. I need to go to the car. And he's like, right, okay. So I stood up, and he basically grabbed me, and kind of like I'm staggering sort of out of the room, and Brenda, the consultant, was like, oh my God, Lisa, right, grab a chair, sit down. And I was like, I can't sit down. If I sit down, I'm going to pass out. It's like, I need to get to the car. I said, honestly, Brenda, like, you go back and do group. I need to get out. I need to be away from, and I just needed to be out of that space. I can't, like, I pass out in the car, I crash out all the time, literally pass out. And it's like Rufus is driving around with a dead body in the passenger seat. And I was like, I can't have that happening. I cannot have that happen in group when at some point me and Rufus are going to be training to be Slimming World consultants and taking on a group at some point. It's like, I do not want in any way, shape or form to have people remember the time that I passed out and collapsed on the floor at Slimming World. I can't have that. It's not what I want. Plus, it's embarrassing. It really is. So, yeah, all of that happened. So, yeah, not great. But if you want to know what our actual results were with the weigh-in, you will have to stay tuned for that on Saturday's car vlog. Now, I am doing this orangey kind of grungy, pumpkin latte, pumpkin spice kind of feel today. And I've just realized I've gone slightly higher on this side than on the other. So I need to just take this one up a little bit just here in there. Is that better? So yeah, that was scary. It was really scary. So there we go. There you go. That looks a little bit better, doesn't it? It looks more even now. And then I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this one right down the bottom on the JSC blood sugar, which is called, what's this called? Coma. It's about right, isn't it? For me, which is this deep kind of burgundy blood red kind of shade. And I'm going to mix it with this one as well, which is called Intravenous, an intravenous coma. Yeah. Yeah, I literally, I got out, like we got out of that room, and then at the old red fire station, or the old fire station, you kind of have to, like, there's a bit, you walk down and then you go through the door. So we were walking through there, and then somebody else was like, oh, sit down. I was like, no, I can't sit down. I need to get outside. I need to get some air. If I sit down, I will pass out. And it's literally that stubborn cow in me that is like, do you know what? Absolutely no way am I going to be am I accepting passing out? Like, no, I'm not accepting it. It's not acceptable to me. I am not about to pass out. No. As I'm literally fighting the fact that I was passing out. So yeah, that's always a bit of a pain. Right, I'm just looking because I did. Oh gosh, earlier on I did. Hang on. There we go. I keep forgetting that this channel is monetized. Not that it makes any difference, but I do keep forgetting that this channel is monetized, and I've got to click on turn on monetization. But anyway, I've done that now. So this is the two colors, intravenous and coma. So one's slightly browner than the other. As you can see, this one here is more like this one's more like a scab. This one's more like dried wood. So I'm just going to put that just in the outer corner, just to deepen that up, and then take it just a little way into that. So I'm kind of putting it down over that brown, but I'm not going overboard with it. So I'm not using like too much of it. I'm just using it kind of just really as an accent color, just there like that. Does anyone else have a patch? Like, I've got a patch just there. You can see, right? See that patch there that will not take shadow? Will not take shadow. I don't understand. Like, there's just a little area of my, I don't know whether it's like oilier or, well, it won't be oily, will it? Because if it was oily, it would lock the color. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. So yeah, that's kind of my outer shade. And then I'm going to use, what color do I want as a foil? Well, let me have a look. Let me compare. Oh, do you know what? That's a bit deep red, isn't it? That's a bit. What do we think? So I've got this one here. In fact, let's put this one next to it because there is a really lovely. Right, these two on my wrist. Do we? Oh, they're very similar actually. Do we like this one, the lower one, or the upper one, to go as my shimmer shade just here? So everywhere that I've left on the mobile lid, I'm going to put a shimmer because I love that. So are we going with, which one are we going with? The deeper color, the slightly more, this one here, or this one here? So which of these two do we prefer? They're very similar, but one is in an £8 palette and one is in a £52 palette. So yeah, but they are very similar. They are very similar. What do people prefer? What shall I use on my eye? Bear in mind, this is what we've got so far. And I will probably use a little bit of a lighter shimmer, whichever one I use, just in the inner corner, just to give that a bit of a pop, because that's just the way that I do my face. But yeah, what do we think? The darker one or the lighter? I mean, they are so similar. Look, they really do look similar. They don't look that similar in person. They do look like they're from the same palette, though. You like the deeper color? That whole swatch on your hand looks lovely. It really is. I mean, it's why I use the JSC, Byron, even after all this time. It is why I use the JSC, because it is just very good quality. So that's what we're going to go with. Then you're the first person, and I do actually agree. So here we go. Placing that all on there like so. La la la. There you are. Look, see, it just, the shimmer just adds a little pop right in the middle as the light catches it, but it kind of blends in with the look. You're going with neither. Oh, too late, Kirsty. Well, what would you do then? Would you do like a lighter color, a brighter color, a darker color? What would you do? Because I can put a darker color on the outer corner, or I can put a lighter color over the top, almost like a halo eye. So I can do that. I thought you were still like doing the packing things and taking phone calls and things like that. Oh God, I'm so pleased though. I'm so pleased. That's because you're in a proper gothy mood and you would have gone with a sparkly black. I can do it. What have I got? Have I got any sparkly blacks? I don't think. the black in Bloodlust has the purple. What I want is the lipstick that he did as a Halloween one, that JSC did as a Halloween one a couple of years back. It's a black lipstick with orange reflect. And I think that is in the... He's just done an orange palette, hasn't he? I think it's in that. I think it's in that. I think that's what I want. And the only shade I want in that entire palette is that orange one. Prick, that's what it's called. Yeah, because he is such a... but yeah, you think it needs a black. Right, okie dokie. I will... Let's have a look and see what I've got here. I am going to add a little bit of this lighter one as well, just in the center. Do I want that one? Do I want that one? I know. If we're going to add a little tiny pop of a shimmer, let's go with Pat McGrath. Why not? You've just helped Ian with some stuff out of the loft, fed the trolls, and just having a quick cuppa and a break. Oh my God. Just, I cannot imagine. Right, here we go then. These are the two. Oh, actually, it's not the two options. I'm just going to use this goldy gunmetal-y colour. Maybe a thick black liner look. I was going to do a thick black liner anyway, but I might put a little bit of black just in this corner here, just to give it a little more definition, because you know me. There we go. Look, in a corner, a little bit of Pat McGrath. Look how much that pops. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Right. Also, what's ridiculous is the amount that I put on my finger and I've now got on my lower lid, on my lower lash line. That is bonkers. Right. Out. I love how the light keeps catching me just here, and it looks like I've got a Heather Langenkamp, Nancy Loomis, Nightmare on Elm Street white streak. That's what I was trying to go for. That's what I was trying to say. Yay! I like that. Right. I do see now you've got me thinking about black. I do want a black. What have I got in here? Oh, the Kat Von D Shade and Light. Has this got a black? Oh, it has got a black. We've got a black. We've got a black. We've got a black. We've got a black. It's fine. I am going to use, what do I want to use? I'm going to use this brush. I've got it. Hang on. Let's move the brushes out of the actual pot and put them in the pot. That makes no sense, but it kind of does. Here we go. That's what I want. A little fluffy black. Wow, that Pat McGrath formula is very nice. We'll definitely have to treat yourself at some point. This is one of those, this is that little Sublime mini palette. You know, the one that was like, I think 12 quid for the 5 shades or less than that, whatever it was. It's absolutely stunning. It really is. Right then, let's use the light and dark, or dark and light, shade and light, light and shade, whatever it's called. A little bit of the black. We'll just put a little bit of this just on the outer corner. Just a little wee touch. Just a little wee touch. You're about to watch Dragula. I've just subscribed to Shudder, so if you have any recommendations, let me know. The Elvira Mistress of the Dark special, because I like Elvira, so I always like that. I have been watching, there's a documentary about the history, like 80s horror. That documentary is very good. Discovery of Witches isn't on there, which I'm really upset about, and I'm actually talking to them about as to whether or not it's fraud under the Sale of Goods Act, because they are selling it as available and it isn't available, and it's saying, oh well, you shouldn't be able to see that in the UK. Well, I can. That's why I ordered Shudder. That's illegal. So I'm having that discussion with them. I know, right? I turned into a right Karen. How many colours am I putting on my face? This is getting ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, so I did that. Right, now let's blend that black just a little bit in with the red, just so it's like smoky and dark, but not overpowering. So just blend that up and out. Let the brush do the work. La 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 la. I know, right? Look at this. Jeffree Star and Kat Von D together again on my face. I know, right? Can you imagine? There we go. So that's taking it down but up, if that makes sense. It's taking it down a notch but up a gear. Yeah. What do we think? What do we think? It definitely needs something. And I think what it needs is the rest of my face doing it so that I can... Look at my hat. Look at this. This is what normally happens when I've got so many different palettes. I'm like, oh. Kirsty, Discovery of Witches. It's currently, I think it's on Sky or something. But on Shudder, like, it's advertised as being available and it isn't. And I'm so upset. I haven't seen any of it, but everyone's talking about it. And I'm like, I really want to watch it. So we've got the Born to Sparkle contour palette, and I'm going to use a little bit of this under my brow. So I want a duo brush, Morphe M461. So this is just a duo brush. So it's got fibers basically at different lengths and different densities. So there's some short ones there. There we go. Look, as you can see. And then you've got the long ones. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this because it's kind of a little bit gentler. I'm just using this gold one. I'm just picking a little bit of that up and I'm using it on... Oh, you can lend me the books. That'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. Yeah, I would like to read. Do you know, I haven't actually read a proper book in the longest time. In the longest time. Oh... In the longest, I've not had the time to read a book. Doing YouTube takes all the something hook. Because it's YouTube and no one watches anymore. So you have got to, I don't know what the hell I'm saying, for the longest time. Oh. I keep having to try and change lyrics so that I'm not getting copyright struck, strucken, Strucker, the Marvel bad guy, yeah, that, all of that. Billy Joel, I know, right? For the longest time. Oh. But oh, I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, so anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, so what else have I been watching on Shudder? Lots of the films. There's some really dodgy films on there. There's a lot of European films on there that are just low budget. I think I'm just really enjoying Shudder at the moment for the documentaries, like the 80s horror one. They've interviewed everybody, like including James A. Janice from Dead Meat, a YouTube channel on here. But Heather Langenkamp is in there. There's so many different ones on there. Oh, Kirsty, that's amazing. You must admit you thought last night that because you won't have telly or out for a week or so, you can catch up on all the books I haven't had time to read. Absolutely, my darling. Absolutely. That was when I moved to Leeds, right? I moved to Leeds and the flat that I had, I moved up with very, very, very little when I moved. And I'm talking very, very little. So I didn't have a telly. I had a radio and some books. I don't think... I brought some of my books with me. I've just realised, I'm literally sitting on the Jacqueline Hill Armed and Gorgeous Morphe palette, and there's all of these colours in there that would have been perfect in kind of one palette. But anyway, never mind. I prefer doing this. It's been fun. I moved up, and do you know what I ended up doing? I ended up becoming a fan of the Archers. I know. Look how grey my hair is. Oh my God. That is so bad. That is so bad. Yeah. Sky Atlantic, though, I'm pretty sure it's part of HBO as well, but it's not due till early next year. Because I know there's like season 1, season 2, and season 3. So season 3 is just about to come out, I think, in the States. At least I think that's right. I think that's what I remember somebody saying on one of the wiki groups, because they were like, oh, you need to watch this. And I was like, I will do when I can. Shudder. Anyway, but yeah, the 80s documentaries, they literally interviewed everybody about like that was involved in making the films. It was so cool. Actors, actresses, John Carpenter, who I love. John Carpenter is so cool. He did, when Halloween Kills launched, he did a live stream of just a record player, like vinyl player, playing the soundtrack. It was so cool. I loved it. I proper geeked out. Though in better news, BBC has started promoting Peaky Blinders, so that's imminent as well. I have never watched any of Peaky Blinders. Sorry. We don't watch telly. Most of my visual entertainment is YouTube's. That's mostly what I watch now. Series 1 and 2 is out now, but 3 is the big one and due here January, February. Damn it, I want it on Shudder. I'm going to have to get a VPN. I'm going to have to get a VPN, and then I'll be able to watch all the American stuff on Shudder, which is kind of the reason. There's all these other ones like driving movie shows and all of this stuff where they've got a host going, and now Boris Karloff is going to eat the ghost. Oh. And this was done using a balloon and a piece of string with a sheet on top. All of that. No, I've never seen Peaky Blinders. Neither's Byron. I know, right? We've never seen Peaky Blinders. I just think because it makes me feel a bit peaky. It's like, and so for me, it just feels, is that on my T-shirt? Oh, it is on my T-shirt. Oh, it's because I got all my face powder down earlier. Anyway, I know, right? Here's me going, it's not going to be a long live stream. And I'm 2 hours in, and I haven't even finished my face. But yeah, look at this eye. No, this eye. Can you see? It just is not working properly. It's a bit droopy. I look like Jason Voorhees. That's what I'm saying. If you want something good to listen to, by the way, hang on, hold on. Let me do this. Ooh. If you want something good to listen to, the podcast that I put up yesterday is going to be a monthly thing now. Sorry, I can't talk and do my eyeliner at the same time, apparently. This is the Sleek Fierce felt liner, and it is really good, and it goes on top of foils really nicely. And that's one of the things I found with a few of the pens, is that they don't go on top of foil shadows, whereas this one really does. And it's black owned, and it's a UK business, so go and support Sleek. I think they are fantastic, and yeah, the products are good, and it's really affordable. It's like, it's sold in, hang on, it's sold in Boots, but also if you're in one of those cities where they have a lot of Afro-Caribbean wig shops and places like that, in a lot of those shops that sell wigs and weaves and things like that, and the hair for braids and things, like those shops do a lot of Sleek products, or at least that's where we used to get them from until Boots came along. Bum, 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 for the longest time. I'd have thought watching 1920s, 30s gangsters being cute badasses would have been right up your alley, Byron. I know, right? Right up your alley. Whoa. You find it really difficult to watch things that don't have a strong female lead, be that on YouTube or on the telly. That's why I watch Our Kirsty and you, Lisa, closely followed by Miss Marple. I like Miss Marple. If you like channels like that, Byron, have you watched Pushing Up Roses? Pushing Up Roses is like, she's an American YouTuber, and she's a bit alternative, and she looks like a little bit like Ask a Mortician. She doesn't, but in my head she does. And she's got some, and a little bit like Kat Von D with tattoos and things. So she's got some tattoos and things like that. So she's a bit alternative, but she's done 90s point and click adventure like DOS games, which I love, but she's also done a whole series on That Time on Murder, She Wrote, where she breaks down Murder, She Wrote. and it's very, very good. And I am absolutely addicted to her. Absolutely addicted to her. But Peaky has Aunt Polly, played by the fabulous Helen McCrory, along with plenty of other strong females who don't appear to be the driving forces initially. But that's definitely one to check out then, Byron. I will have to have a look and see whether it's on the iPlayer app. And I'm going to have to check whether or not you need a TV license to watch iPlayer. I think you do. We don't have a TV license because we literally don't watch anything on BBC or any, like, nothing live. I can't remember the last time I watched anything live. I think the last thing I watched live was probably a news broadcast about COVID, and I'm not even sure if that wouldn't have been BBC or ITV. I can't remember what that was on. It was on YouTube somewhere. It was on a live stream on YouTube. Yeah, so that was the last thing I watched, kind of as a live TV live thing. Because I just don't watch telly. Like we literally don't. We watch Netflix and Amazon Prime and things. So I thought I heard the gate go then. Right, let me do this eye. Now this eye is going to be the problem because this eye is a bit not great today. Just not well today. Like the fibro crash yesterday, absolutely just wiped me out. Absolutely wiped me out. I ended up sleeping on the sofa last night because I was editing. Or I say I was editing. I was going to edit, and then I crashed out before I even started editing. So yeah. Just not good. Just not good. Ed is here. Hello, Ed, my darling. Hello, all. Hi, Ed. I hope you are well. I really, really do. But that's what I was going to say, Kirsty. There's probably uploads of the episodes on YouTube, though. Absolutely. Afternoon, Ed, says Byron. I'll have a look. I will have a look. If I watch a couple, then it might be worth getting. No, I don't know. I'll have a look. Maybe. What was I going to say? Yeah, the podcast. So our monthly podcast has gone live. It's gone live. It's the first one. We just basically introduce ourselves and talk shite for 45 minutes. But that's kind of going to be what it's like. It's going to be like, literally, like you're overhearing a conversation that me and Neil are having. So if there's anything you want to talk about or anything people want to ask in terms, of magic-related stuff, then you can do that. You can absolutely do that. Just ask us, put a comment on that video, or ask us, like it will be up on SoundCloud once I've sent Neil it across via email, which I was supposed to do last night, but fell asleep and crashed out. So yeah, all of the above. Right, let me do this eyeliner. Otherwise, it's not going to go on my face. Hang on. Oh, my pen's dried out. Oh, balls. Oh, no, it's fine. I just need to smush it down a bit. Oh, I thought my pen had dried out then because I've been waving it around in the air with the lid off. Sorry, everyone. Talk among yourselves for 2 seconds. Just while I do this. Just while I do this. And then we're going to go for that deep... deep, not long. You were watching the podcast this morning, but had to click off to watch this. Oh, thank you. It was lovely to finally put a face to the name of Necro Neil. I know, right? I only realised that as I was editing. I was like, oh yeah, people haven't seen Neil on the stream before. Oh yeah. Hang on, hold on. There we go. Well, once you've moved, Kirsty, you know, like you are going to be either our third host or like extra special guest appearances or things like that. Right, I've completely buggered that up. Oh well, one is thicker than the other. But you know, that is life. That is life. What's this? Ed, you're getting rid of man flu. I know, right? I know. The podcast is great, you know. The podcast, like the whole point of doing the podcast is that you can literally put it on and go off and do other things and just have it playing because there's not a lot of visuals on screen. So there's no like, and this is what we're doing and this is how you do it. None of that. It is just us chatting. And I thought that was really cool. I was just like, oh my God, as I was editing, I was like, I would watch this. So yeah, it will be on SoundCloud Tube. That it'll be on that at some point because I don't know that, but Neil knows that. So yeah, that'll be a thing as well. And then today there's a thrift haul video going up on Witchy channel, and then tomorrow are the two Mr. Beast videos on this one and on the Witchy channel, and then Saturday will be a Etsy shop, and Sunday will be. No, I think Saturday. Oh, I don't know because there's too many videos. I've got to get a Samhain, Halloween, All Hallows Eve, Dia de la Muertes video. That's what I want. A video that looks at all four of those because these days they've all gotten smushed into one and they are very different. But yeah, I'm going to do a video all about that. Right. This is the makeup that I took with me to Hartlepool yesterday. This was what I was doing in the car largely. So I need to. Because this is where my everyday mascara is in. Oh, also, this is also another very good, surprisingly good eyeliner. It's $1.99 from La Cura from Aldi. Very, very good. Look at the point. Look, right, you ready? Look, goes super thin, super thick, really lovely. It's $1.99. It's so good. It blew my mind. I haven't used it for a lot. But every time I've used it, I thought it was really super, super good. So yeah, where is the, see, I've got the lipstick, Kirsty, the Halloween lipstick. That's what I'm going to be using in a little bit. So I'm just trying to work out whether I am going to use the Cat Rice. I wanted the, hang on, the mascara that I'm looking for is the Kat Von D, Go Big or Go Home, which I think is in here. Hold on, Huda Beauty, Kat Von D. Right. So then, everybody, these are the mascara options. Going back to some options for mascara, we went to see a buddy of Rufus's and ended up going to Aldi in Hartlepool, TK Maxx in Hartlepool. We went to the beach in Hartlepool and did some filming for a video that's coming up. That I can't talk about because it's supposed to be embargoed until tomorrow. And it's a whole. So Mr. Beast has a new thing, right, across the YouTubes with many creators doing a thing. And it's all being released tomorrow. And I've done a video as part of all of that. Yeah, it was a 3-hour round trip, 3.5-hour round trip. It would have been less, but the car nearly blew up on the way home. Anyway, everybody, these are the options for mascara. We have a Marc Jacobs at Lashed. We have Kat Von D, Go Big or Go Home. We have Cat Rice. I know, right? Lashes to Kill. So we've got budget, or we've got the Essence Lash Princess Waterproof. So we go like a £2.50 mascara, a £3.50 mascara, a probably £12.50 or something mascara, the Kat Von D, and then something like a £25 mascara in the Marc Jacobs. I mean, I know these two are testers, but, well, not testers, little samples. Although I think the Kat Von D might be full size. But anyway, what do we think? A bit of a way to go for a jolly. It was a bit of a way to go for a jolly, but it was a really lovely. I cannot tell you how much me and Rufus miss the ocean. I was brought up next to it. We were like, literally, it's so amazing. What happened too, because the car nearly blew up. Yeah, it's caused the car nearly blew up. Rufus hasn't put oil in it for a long time. That's what happened. That is what happened. That much oil, literally, that much oil. On a however many miles, about 180 mile round, no, 200 and some odd mile round trip. Can't remember. Yeah, 3.5 hour round trip. In fact, it took a 3.5 hour round trip, but we were there all day. So yeah, it was busy. It was just a place. It was just interesting. It was a place to go and see a buddy of Rufus's, and yeah, it was good. Yeah, yeah. So mascaras. As you did a mix last week, I reckon go budget. So maybe the gold packaged one. Oh, okay. Okie dokie. That's a good idea. Right. Okay then. Yeah, so we basically, on the drive back, we just didn't have any oil in the car. So, yeah, it started juddering. I think this is the third time I've said that now. Started juddering, like really, really, really good. Couldn't go above 55. Because, Rufus normally drives at like 90. He doesn't. He's a really safe driver, my husband. But yeah, we normally go like, we couldn't even get overtaking like the double Argos lorries, the ones where they've got like the lorry, and then as you go to overtake, you're like, oh no, it's two lorries attached together, like you used to do when you were kids, where you're like, this is now it's a train of trucks. That we couldn't even overtake one of those because they are limited to 60, and we couldn't really get up to 60 without the car feeling like we were going to shake apart. I haven't got anything on my lower lash line. That's fine. It does have an impact. It absolutely does. And literally, we got back and straight to Halfords, a whole thing of oil, straight in, and she was a very happy car after that. So yeah, luckily, as I say, luckily Rufus is a good driver. But because with COVID and everything, we haven't been doing like we used to. We used to drive to Doncaster twice a week, Doncaster twice a month at least. We were in Leeds like 2 or 3 times a month doing transmission stuff. We were in Bradford at least 2 to 3 days a week in Bradford every single week. Plus, then on top of that, we would be going here, there, and everywhere. So we would do a lot of driving, and it was a constant thing. Screen wash, water, distilled water, the thingy, antifreeze, all of that in the watery tanks. Making sure the oil is fine, making sure everything else is fine. Yeah. I think the last time the oil in that was checked was when it had its MOT in November of last year. Because the only time the car is used now is literally either going to a hospital appointment or a doctor's appointment or get a Hartlepool, or we've started to go out about a bit more because we're double jabbed, and I think I've got my booster due in December. But that's literally like the most that we go, unless we go to Aldi's, like food shopping, Crown Point. That's it. That's literally all we do. So it is absolutely bonkers. But luckily, it's a small car. Well, it's not that small. It's a Ford Fusion. So it's kind of, it's not a huge car, but it does mean that it doesn't tend to, like when things happen, it doesn't tend to happen horrendously. Right. This eye looks so much darker because the eyeliner's gone up higher than on this side. So I need to level that out. So let's go back to the eyeliner. I've just realized that as I was talking, I was like, why does one eye look so much different? No, what's this one? This is CN. No, that's CN is little, isn't it? Yes. Come on, brain. Where is my eyeliner gone? Oh, I could use because where's my other eyeliner? I'm not going to use the Huda Beauty one. I did have this. Oh, I've got it. It's next. No, that's a brush. Where is my sleek eyeliner pen? Sorry, everyone. I know, right? Did I put it in here? This is my ADD brain. I have put something down and then it ceases to exist temporarily until I'm able to see it again, or like randomly come upon things. so it is not in the tub. And that is also the reason why, like Kirsty's been she's been to the flat. And it's one of those reasons why the flat sometimes can look absolutely chaotic. But to my mind, it really doesn't. Because once I literally can put something down, once I stop using it, my brain stops acknowledging that it even exists. And yeah, that's a thing. Is this the pen? This was the pen. I literally had it next to me the whole time I was just looking for it. Here's all the ones that aren't the pen that I was looking for. And there it is. There it is. Thank you, Kirsty. That's exactly where it was. Yeah, that's exactly where it was. You have fond memories of driving your first car, a 1.4 Citroen AX, back over the M62 from Lancashire and HGVs overtaking you uphill. Yeah. Did you not put oil in it either then? Is that or was it just because it was a small car? Right, I've got the eyeliner. I know, right? I am all over the place today in terms of which eye is it? It's this eye, isn't it, that looks small. See, I like this shape. I think that looks absolutely amazing. And you're right, it needed that black. It really did need that heavy liner just to kind of lift that eye. So we need to then go, how am I going to level this up? So here we go. We're going to go, it goes up there. And then, oh. And then, straight across, straight across, straight across. This is that go big or go home, go bold or go home. Right now look. It kind of works. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. And then fill in the gap. How even do they look? See, in person, they don't look even at all, but at some point, you do just have to stop, don't you? This is noticeably higher than this one. But again, at some point, you are just going to have to stop, Lisa, and just go, no, that's the look today. Otherwise, oh, that doesn't look too bad. There we go. There we go. There we go. I like a nice, bold eyeliner. I am just like, in my early 20s, this was kind of like the eyeliner was my thing. I loved it. So wearing like not just a line, but because my eyes have always been droopy, like there's a photo when I was like 6 or something, and you can see I've got this droopy eye. So I like having a bold liner. And when I was on stage, obviously everything was super bold and super exaggerated, but it was just this way of like going in on the corner, in on the inner corner, in here, and then taking it out. And as it goes out, it gets a little bit thicker until it kind of meets the midway point, and then it's just bold. And then you go across. For me, that just really works. I really like it. What was I going to do? I was going to do something else. Oh yeah, lower lash line. That's what I was doing. So we are going to use... What should I use for my lower lash line? What did I use? What makeup was it? It was the Creep It to the Grave, wasn't it? No, Take It to the Grave. I'm going to use this brown here then. It's called Deceased, and it's this one here. Just going to use this on one of these brushes. I think it was a Morphe JS. It's the Morphe JSC reissue when they were just the really cheap plastic, kind of wood, cheap plastic, like AliExpress brushes. That they were like, it's the second release. No, it's not. these are not the same as the twirly plastic ones. Like they looked nice, those twirly unicorny ones, like this. Like they were pretty, and that was a little bit different. This is not the same. This is not the same. Speaking of motorways, on your first bike, the chain hopped off as I was exiting a roundabout. What? On a dual carriageway, and I had to stop on the side and put it back on. Oh, this is why bikes scare me. They scare. I mean, that, and you know, Wayne was killed, but they really do terrify me because, like, there's no protection. And if anything goes wrong, like you aren't carrying a full toolkit or anything. Like normally, the roofer said, normally we've got oil in the car, but we didn't have any because, you know, we just run out and we're so not used to doing long car trips that it's just one of those things that we'd forgotten about. So yeah, but the idea of like being on a bike and something going wrong, what do you do then? How do you cope? Like, I know you've got your little compartmenty thing, like under your, like where you sit. So I know you can put like a spanner and a ratchet and things like that. But how would you repair things? How would you do that? Oh God, I couldn't imagine. Kirsty says you'll have properly packed yourself like that. Not a good place for that to happen at all. Absolutely not. By the way, Kirsty, have you heard anything from Lee? I'm just like aware that it's a Thursday, and quite often she's on the stream, and she's not been on the stream, and I hope she's okay. So yeah, Anita, if you're watching this, hopefully you're okay, my darling. I might drop you a message afterwards. Sorry, I can't do intricate eye things. Is that eye? I just done that one. Yeah. There we go. We're getting there. Look, we're getting there slowly. The look is coming. The look is coming together. Do I have my eyebrow stuffs? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You have? Oh no. Well then, like, with the best will in the world, unless we are sat in a pub over a beer in the summer, don't tell me them because I will panic. I hate things when people are like, oh, and then I nearly died. You know, I was just on the bike and then I overtook a truck and then it decided that it was going. No, you usually hope for the best. Well, that's what we did yesterday, and then, you know, that didn't happen. She's off this week and busy decorating. So she's probably up to her eyeballs with painting kittens. Yes, especially with the new one. The new one, well, the newish one, the one staying put. Definitely getting there. Definitely getting there. I've got to film in a bit, and we've got to go. Oh, I've got so many things. What I need to remember next year is, as we get to spooky season, don't start a business. Don't launch a business just when normally you'd be filming and pre-filming, because there's so many videos that I wanted to do that I've not had time to do because we've been so busy with everything else. And then, you know, same for you, Kirsty. Next year, next time you move house, don't launch a business the same week. Don't do that, you know, or the same month. Yeah, don't, maybe not buy a house and launch a business all at the same time. Might not be the best plan. I know, right? So I'm saying that, and then I've just started a new podcast series, and I've got video. Oh. Can you imagine? But Rufus is going to start filming because we're moving around everything in the lounge. He's got his woodwork space now, or his wood pyrography carving leatherwork space, and we've got it set up. So we are going to be able to have the camera set up and actually record what he's doing. So he's going to do some, like, showing you how he does the wood turning, not wood turning, pyrographying and all of that and doing the designs and stuff. So he's going to be working on some new stuff, which I'm so excited for. So excited for. Hello, Fonzie Lopez. Greetings from Los Angeles. Hello, my darling. I hope you are well, Fonzie. How is LA treating you? Like I could not imagine living in LA. From everything that I know about the place, from the YouTubers that I know that live there, it just seems so hectic, like so creative. Yeah, absolutely. Like the creative pinnacle of creativity. That makes no sense, but you get what I'm saying. But it would just be so stressful. Like, oh my God, so stressful. The biggest problems for bikers are other road users and B themselves. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm a biker, by the way, to anyone who doesn't know. Yeah, Kirsty's a biker. Kirsty is a biker. Absolutely. Sounds good at that and fun for Rufus. Yeah, what he likes doing is basically what we have to do. We have to put a fan up. So we've got like the big floor fan and we've got the one that's on now next to me, the tower fan. So we put the fans on and then put like, there's even like a little USB one that he's got for the work, and then he'll do the pyrography, but because of the smoke he can't have the smoke on him because of his lungs, so he has to have the fans on to blow the smoke so it's not kind of like he's not breathing that in. Which eyebrow is it? This one here that I'm doing. So yeah, it's a whole rigmarole, and which is why he needs like a workspace. It's not that he can just set up a table in the lounge. Even though we are setting up a table in the lounge, but it will be like a dedicated space. And because it's in front of the vivarium for Jakar, he's got that bright white light so he can see very clearly and very detailed as to what he's doing. So yeah, absolutely, absolutely fantastic. LA is cool, nice weather, but it can be hectic at times. Yep. That is what everybody is telling me. Everybody that I know that has ever lived there, or everyone that I've ever seen on YouTube that has ever lived there, that is the thing. I can just bonkers. Thank you, my darling. It is a Hocus Pocus shirt. It's just a little bit of Hocus Pocus. It's all just a little bit of history repeating. Dun, 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 dun. I don't even, oh gosh, I don't even do a small size town very well, let alone living in a city the size of LA. I couldn't cope. Talk about scaring the what's it out of a doodah. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Just couldn't imagine. You're the same, Kirsty, dreading going to that there London. When are you off to London then, Ed? What are you going to London for? Like, that sounds cool. I like London. I couldn't live there. As I said before, I did live in Croydon, which is just on the outskirts of London. It's classed as, it's in the borough of London or whatever it's called. So it's like Greater London. That's what it's called. That's the word I was looking for. Yes, back to the old religion. Yes, well, Fonzie, you have to, have you checked out our witchy channel? Have you checked out the witchy channel? Because I've got a witchy channel. In fact, let me see. Right, let me see if this works. I have been working on, is it that one? And then is it that? That's obviously not right. It's done something, but it hasn't done that. Right. Do I have to do it? Maybe I have to do it in capitals. Bear with me. I don't remember what I set it to do. It's supposed to have done a thing. That is supposed to have triggered a thing, and I don't know why it didn't trigger a thing. Do I need to be signed into Nightbot? I don't know. Does anyone know how the YouTubes works? Professional YouTuber here. Obviously not a professional YouTuber in any way, shape or form. If I ever say that, it is only done in jest. Like, I am not a YouTuber. I am just somebody who puts videos on YouTube. There is a massive difference. Log in with the YouTube. Right, so that's a thing. So there should be, hang on a second, everybody. What are the commands that I've got? No, not commands. Spam protection timers. Oh yeah, because my timers didn't work. Why has that not gone on? Now that's interesting. I don't understand why that hasn't happened. Right. Okay, I'll tell you what, I will click this, I will do this manually, but this is supposed to be an automated thing, and it hasn't happened. Notebot, why has that not happened? I don't understand. Right, here we go. Press this, and paste, and there we go. There we go. So, Fonzie, they're in the chat. Oopsie daisy. They're in the chat. That is a link. If you believe witches are for life and not just for Halloween, then why not check out Lisa's Weird and Witchy channel at Beyond Authentic? So, yeah, absolutely. I know, right, Kirsty? Nightbot's supposed to do a thing. They're supposed to be these wonderful things. Oh, Ed, that's amazing. That is so amazing. Privately, I'll message you because we've got news as well. We've got news as well. Love LA, but your heart is in Portland, Oregon. You wish to live there one day. I don't know. I've obviously, like, I don't even know UK geography, right? I don't even know where the UK is, but like I know where it is, but like the parts of the inside the UK. So the idea of like Portland, I've got no idea where that is in comparison to LA. I've got no idea where that is in comparison to anything else. I think, is Portland more in the middle? A bit more like, a bit cooler weather? Is that right? Is that what I'm thinking? I don't know. Just feels like that. But yeah, you see, Kirsty says, you're one of those weirdos who see an island for sale a gazillion miles from anywhere and seriously considers if we could buy it. I know, right? There was an island, wasn't there? There was one down south, was it? There was like, was it like an old, what was it? Was it like an old World War II like prisoner thing that was an island? Was it outside of Guernsey or something? And it's just like a little island, and there's like enough space to have a little house. There's a little house built into this thing. It might even be underground. I can't remember. And it's like there's nothing there, absolutely nothing. But you can live there. That would, I would love that. I would absolutely love that. You are with yourself, Fonzie. Fantastic. You definitely subscribed. Oh, fabulous. The movie Twilight was filmed in Oregon. My overriding memory of Twilight is that everything looked grey. And that makes sense in my head that actually that says that's what I think of Oregon. That's what I think, yeah. So that makes sense. That makes sense. Not that I've ever said, I couldn't tell you, like, it's borderline to Canada. Oh, right, that makes sense then. So it's not mid, it's up, it's northern. Oh, that's why the weather's like that. Yes, it was, yes, that's the thing. That's the thing, Kirsty. That there is what I was, oh, shit. Hang on, the door's gone, that made me jump. Hang on, everybody, talk among yourselves. Oh, get in, girls. Girls. Oh, gosh. Right, go on then. Go toilet then. Go toilet while we're up. Go toilets. Go toilets. Sorry, everyone. That was the post. Hang on a second. Go toilets. God. Right, come on then. Back on in now. Did you go wee-wees? Have you been? Or are you just going to run backwards and forwards? Right, come on in then. Come on in. Oi! In you go. Albie. Come on. Numbnuts. Oh. What are you two like? What are you two like? Eh? What are you two like? Oh, I'm really wobbly today. That made me properly jump. There's somebody at the door. Do you know, nobody gets that reference, Kirsty. We're just old. Nobody gets that reference. Grot bags, full of rain and forests. Oh, it sounds amazing. Portland is so green and beautiful. The air is so fresh from all the trees. It does sound absolutely amazing. So then, why are you not living there then, Fonzie? Like, is it expensive in Portland? I bet it is. But then California is really expensive. LA is like woo, woo, up there. Yeah, it is. It's super expensive in LA, from what I know. And again, I only know from secondhand knowledge. Like, never even been to the States. Only ever been out of the UK once in my entire like 40 years of being on the planet, because it's just not something that really. It's not something I've ever had a massive passion for, but that might change in the next block of time. Right, I'm putting all the stuff that I've used away, and then I can concentrate on what I still need to do. So I still need to do some contour. So then back to the audience participation. So for contour particularly, we have warm and we have cool. So we've got the Strong Soul Revolution, like warmer tone contour palette, or I've got the I Heart Revolution, still smells amazing, milk chocolate contour palette. So what do we prefer? Strong Soul or chocolate? So warmer or cooler in terms of contour, not in terms of bronzer, just in terms of contour. You take care of your disabled mother, so you can't leave, but Portland is a much smaller city, so it's definitely cheaper than LA. Wow. I mean, it does sound, again, the little I know about America, once you get out of like the big cities, like going into some of the other areas, particularly as you go north, it just looks amazing. And it's in my head, I don't know why this is, but in my head, it makes me think of, The Shining, and like the trip as it goes through, and Ed says warmer tones. Okay, we'll go warmer tones. I did say this is like everybody is helping me put my face together, and I'm going by what you lot say. So we'll go with some warmer tones. So yeah, like in The Shining, where you go through and it does that long trek. So you see now, Kirsty likes the chocolate, which is the cooler tones. So, what if I use the warmer tone for? Okay, Fonzie likes the chocolate as well. So what if I use the warmer tone as the bronzer, and we use the cooler tone as the contour? That makes more sense. That makes more sense to me. Right, Portland seems to be an area I would be attracted to, in all honesty, as I know there are lots of farms and countryside all around there. Yeah, it feels that way. It does feel that way. And it's kind of like, I really, like, if I was to live anywhere on the continent of America, or on the Americas, like Canada, that really does appeal. It really does appeal. Like the legal system, everything about it, to me, just feels very much like it's like the best of both worlds, where it'll be a mix of the American kind of way of life and a British way of life, with obviously quite a big dollop of La Française, which I don't mind. I am quite European at heart. So the more that the UK becomes insular and pulls away from Europe, the more I'm drawn to places like Canada, where they still have this really strong European link. And then you kind of, like, in my head, I'm like, yes, and then I'd be so much closer to America, but it's really not. It's probably just as far, like from New Orleans, from Ottawa to New Orleans is probably as far as it is from Leeds to New Orleans. Like, there's not going to be that much difference, in all honesty. I can't watch that program, Kirsty. I just can't, because it's chilly outside and warmer makeup is going to cheer us up. Yep, okie dokie. Well, we'll do the warm bronzer, so we'll do a little bit of that. So I'm dipping into this darker shade one, but also the lighter one, just to blend these two together. Because as we know, with my pasty pale skin, a little bit of bronzer goes a hell of a long way. It really does. Yeah. See, I can't watch that. I have like it's literally, I'm having that reaction now. I have a visceral reaction, and I can't. I have a phobia. I have a phobia, like a genuine phobia. There are videos of how beautiful Oregon is. Your dream is to one day have your own home there and grow all your own fruits and vegetables. Plus, the people in Portland fight for their city and they love nature. Sounds cool. Canada has always been on Ian and I's bucket list for many reasons. I can imagine. Oh my God, Fonzie, you went to Portland for 3 days and didn't want to leave. There are places in the UK like that for me. Definitely sounds like your sort of place. Exactly. Doesn't it just? Like yesterday, Hartlepool, I was like, oh, actually a really nice place. Actually, a really, really nice place. And I was like, oh, we could, we were both like, oh, this is really nice here. It feels a bit like Bournemouth, but not. Actually, it feels really lovely. Like, oh, and then we were like, no, it's further south, further north. Like, we cannot go further north because of Rufus's family. And because like his parents are now in their 70s and in their mid to late 70s, it's, we can't go further away from them. So if we move in the next sort of few years, it will be to go, closer to them. So we will be headed south of where we are. But it was a lovely place. It was such a lovely place. There we are, Ed. A warm forehead. A warm forehead. For Ed. A warm forehead. For Ed. I'm such a nerd. A warm forehead for Ed. Do you get it? I'm going to keep saying it until somebody puts laugh out loud in the bloody chat. Yeah, it's my warm forehead for Ed. It's Ed's warm forehead for me for Ed. Fonzie definitely sounds like your sort of play. I read that already. Right, dip in again, and we're going to do a little bit of nose contouring, just because we are on the YouTube today. We are filming a video for the YouTubes. Boom, boom. I know, right? Basil brush. And then I'm going to use a little bit of the bronzer and just kind of take it around the lines and then go a little bit under the chins, and that's what I'm going to use that one for. Then I'm going back into the cool I Heart Revolution chocolate palette, dipping the brush into the cool one, into the chocolate one, bit into the white as well. But it's not a white, but the sort of the lighter one. And I'm going to use this under the chins. Do you want to experience the Fae in the forest? Why? Fonzie, why? No, do not call upon them. No. I mean, if you work with them already, fantastic. But no, be careful. They are not what you think they are. They are not what you think they are. Oh, gosh. I would not. As a British traditional witch in the British tradition, in a no longer in a group, but like have been part of groups that can date back to a long time in the New Forest and places and groups that have hived off from really old groups. I just could not. I could not. No, not a group of entities that I will ever work with. Says the person who said that, I would never work with a Ouija board and now own a Ouija board, although we've not. I need to bless it and everything else before Sunday. Right then, so blusher. We've got an orangey peachy blush, or we've got pinky marshmallowy blush. So these are the blusher options, or we've got rhubarb and custard, which is my favorite kind of like mid cool tone, mid pink. So do we go orangey? Do we go pinky? Or do we go cool tone pinky for blush? What do we feel like today, everybody? What will enhance the look? The look. I've got my ideas. I think I know what my preferred option would be. But again, this is a collaboration each Monday. Yeah, each Monday, because it's a Monday, Lise. Well done, Lise. There are good and bad Fae, though. I would only invite in the loving ones. The problem is, though, in my experience, you think cool pink. Oh, okay. The cool pink. I like the cut of your jib. as some people in the UK used to say 100 years ago when they were pirates. But yes, okay, the cool pink one. This isn't the cool pink. This is the bright pink. This is Pink Lady. I thought this was rhubarb and custard. Right. Okay, we'll go with the cool pink from this one. There is a cooler pink in here. This one here is actually a cooler tone pink, so I'll use this one, Fonzie. So I do have some experiences with the Fae, and they've never been like honest or truthful. It's always been very trickster energy. In the times that I've ever encountered them. And it's not something that I would ever do again. So for those of you that aren't part of the craft, the Fae refers to different species, different tribes of fairy folk. Now, that has a very wide connotation as to what fairy folk means, but very rarely does it mean like little Tinkerbells living around, hopping around, doing their thing. Very rarely is it that. Very rarely. Yeah, very, very rarely is that actually what happens. Right then. Higher end for the highlighter, because I need a bit of highlighter. I love a bit of highlighter. Do we go with Illamasqua, the antimatter beyond powder highlighter, whatever this is, beyond powder? Do we go with the Illamasqua, which is more of a ivory, or do we go with the JSC sarcophagus, which is slightly more of a goldy type? I mean, they look quite similar in the pan, but again, like one pours a little bit cooler tone and one pours a little bit warmer tone. So do we go JSC or Illamasqua? That is the question. JSC or Illamasqua? Vote now. You really are procrastinating right now. Gonna have to click off and crack on. Speak to you all soon. Take care, stay safe, well, over and out. Yeah, absolutely, Kirsty. You look after yourself. Again, if you need a hand, give me a bell. Like we can help. And yeah, like I will speak to you soon. Like, give me a ring over the weekend or whenever. You say Illamasqua, okie dokie. Well, we'll go with a bit of Illamasqua. Give me a bell, like when you're in and settled and stuff. Yeah, give me a bell. And we'll definitely, I owe you a bottle of vodka anyway for your birthday. I put that, I did, I put that in your card and that, and said that like there is a bottle of vodka on its way, but that on its way is like it's still here. So I need to bring that across the next time we come over. Don't know when that's going to be, but like also don't know where you live now. So like none of that matters anymore. But yeah, like we've got a bottle of vodka sat on top of I think it's sat on top. It's not on top of the cupboard. Where is it? Where is it? There's a bottle of vodka. Yeah. Oh, I know where it is. I know where it is. I know where it is. It's not on top of the cabinet. So we've got on top of our tins of beans cupboard is normally where there's like some mead and some other bits and pieces and like mulled wine from a couple of years ago and stuff like that, and it's all up there, and that's normally where the alcohol lives. But there isn't a bottle of vodka up there, but I know where it is. It's still in its bag next to it. Well, not yet, next to the cupboard. It's in the back of the kitchen, because I ain't going to drink it because I can't drink alcohol anymore. But vodka, if I was going to drink, vodka is the one thing that I would. So it's a bit like having some Mars bars around, as per the story earlier, or whatever. Yeah, I can't have the vodka on hand, because if I have a really stressful day, I'll just be like, I'll help myself sleep with a little vodka, but then it's Sins, and I can't remember how many Sins vodka is, and so I would probably have like a good old glug of it, and then it would be like 7 Sins, and I've gone over my Sins, and then I can't do it, so that's why I can't have it around. You're coming round to ask for the mead. The mead is about 3, maybe 4 years old currently. So it's really packing a kick now. Really, really, really packing a kick. And it's for Oakleaf next year. I will be like, that is going to be the day where I drink. That was the weekend that I drink my entire year's worth of alcohol sins in one weekend. That's what I do with that. You can't drink vodka anymore, Fonzie. You moved on to whiskey. No, I don't know whether you've got it in the UK, in the States, but there is a brand in the UK. It's called Russian Standard, and it is a nice, like, it's a really smooth, a really nice vodka. It's really delicious. It really is. It's actually a really, really, really nice vodka. Yeah, it's nice. I like it. And Kirsty really likes it, and so I got her a bottle for her birthday. So yeah, I'm just adding a little bit of the gold, the warmer gold in as well. So there we go. There's the highlighter. Everything is pretty much done. I just need my lippy. And I did have my lippy. Oh yeah, my setting spray. So, I know, right? This was not supposed to be a long stream today. I was like, I'll definitely be off at 1 o'clock. I've got to finish in 5 minutes, 6 minutes, because I've got something to do at 2. So I do have to be off very, very, very soon. Where is my mirror? There is my mirror. So we are going to wrap up very shortly. Little Miss Budget is here. Hello, Ness. We're literally just wrapping up, my darling. I hope you're well. I've got queued up in my on my little thing is your video of I Saw a Demon. I went to watch it last night and then crashed out and fell asleep. So I haven't actually watched it yet, but it's ready. It's here for me to watch after I've done this. Well, probably about 3 o'clock, maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock. I will be watching. So yeah, hope you're well, my sweet. I really do hope you're well. Like, I can't wait to watch the video about and find out how you saw a demon and all of that stuff. That sounds super interesting. It really, really does. So then the last bit I'm putting for my Luke is, yeah, it's another JSC product, but it's fine because this is the only one that I've got that is black with orange sparkles on the lipstick. And it is just. I don't know where that's going to pick up on camera. Come on, why is it? It's a bit clumpy, you know. It's a bit dry. I mean, it is 2 years old, but none of his other formulas have done this. Maybe it just needs a bit of mashing up. Maybe it just needs a bit of mashing. There we go. That is the finished look. Oh, you've had some mice. You're still catching them. You've had 3 so far. Oh, my darling, I feel for you. Like, we've not had any come in at all this season, which, again, being this close to the Beck, I'm really surprised that we haven't. But yeah, I feel for you, my darling. I really, really do. Right, bear with. As if this is another 3-hour live stream. That is just bonkers. But there we go, everyone. That is today's Luke, inspired by the T-shirt. I know, right? Doesn't everybody like pick their makeup and design their makeup around what T-shirt they are wearing? Isn't that kind of the way that the world works these days? There we are. Look, that's kind of like, imagine my hair done properly. I need to sort that out in a second. But there we go. That is today's look. It is Hocus Pocus inspired, pumpkin spice, gothic pumpkin spice, Halloween-y inspiration for today's eye makeup look. Chosen by all of you. I came with a bucket load of a whole metric ton of eyeshadow palettes that you will chose through, and then every step of the way, you've chosen the options today. So that is the finished look. I think it's come together really well, actually. I really like it. I love the eyeliner. I love that. I love the lipstick. I think I need to get another one, but it was a limited edition. I don't think they're doing anymore. But there we go. Thank you very much, Little Miss Budget. So yeah, if you don't know already, by the way, go and check out the creators that will be listed down in the description box. If you're watching this on replay, also, we've talked about a lot today. So Deej is getting married at 4 o'clock. So congratulations to Deej and Simon. Congratulations also to... My brain's just on a brain fart. That I didn't mean to say congratulations also to. But yeah, so congratulations to Simon and Deej. And there was other stuff. My brain has literally you've just seen it happen live, everybody. My brain just went, no. So yes, it's because I know that I need to wrap up because I've got a thing to do in literally 1 minute's time. But there you are, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've had as much fun today as I have. Thank you, Ed. Well fit. I know, right? What was it that Emma used to say? Doable. Yeah. But there we are, everyone. Thank you so much for being part of today's stream. I hope that you have enjoyed it. I hope you've listened and just like it's hopefully distracted you from the rest of life, because life can be a bit like we need a distraction at the moment, don't we? So yeah, I'm going to go and film in a little bit. I've got something to do before then, and I'm going to love you all and leave you all and see you very soon. Don't forget, on the Witchy channel there will be a thrift store charity haul. That video will be coming up later on this evening, and then tomorrow at 1 o'clock on both channels there will be videos launched in association with Mr. Beast's brand new YouTube project. So yeah, I'm involved in that, and you will have to know why we went to Hartlepool tomorrow. You can find all that out. But yes, there we are, everybody. That is it from me. I hope you've had a fantastic time. Don't forget, please do hit the thumbs up on your way out if you've enjoyed this video. If you're watching this on replay, please put the bell emoji down in the chat. That really just helps with YouTube as well and the algorithm. And if you haven't already, do make sure you are subscribed to the channel and then click your bell icon so that YouTube notifies you each and every time I upload a video. But that is it for me today. All that's left is to play this, and hopefully we'll see you very soon. Take care.